Hello, everyone. I am so sorry about that start.
I
Okay.
so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I so okay. First of all, yeah, Millie's with us today. Hello, Millie.
Hi, I'm the resident Central American. I'm going to be talking about Central American and Southern American
Yeah, yeah, cause
tragedies,
yeah,
quote
yeah,
tragedies.
Millie saw this is a meme review of the air quotes war in Venezuela. I kind of hesitate to call it that just because it
It's
was
not
a
a war. It's just a fucking at best
it was a
and worst. It's a regime change, and that's
it,
it.
it was a pub stomp. It was just a pub stomp. Like, let's be real. But yeah, so it's like first of all, I want to apologize about the rough start, the stream turning on and off and all that, because I found out today there's a hotkey that for start and stop streaming on OBS. Suffice to say, after this stream, I'm unbinding all my keybinds on OBS because fuck that.
And then he's unbinding himself from this life and going into the afterlife.
Not for like 40 more years probably, but yeah, no, but no, seriously, it's like I go to type something into chat, and all of a sudden I see it goes from stop streaming to start streaming, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look, oh, that's a keybind.
Oh, Chunk, I'm actually jealous of you. You have Atlas Gundam. I love Atlas.
I say, listen. Atlas Gundam is a ton of fun just because it's like, what's that? You've got fancy high-tech particle beam weapons. Fuck you, railgun.
Metal object in your face at high velocity.
As the at either Mach fuck or Mach Jesus. It depends on which system you use.
It depends on if EO likes you or not, and if he has jazz playing.
Yeah. And if the railgun's working, because it tends to break after like every third shot. Which, I mean,
Gachi says he has friends that were persecuted by the regime. They will finally get their properties back.
Oh shit.
Okay, so
serious talk. Yeah.
Serious talk as a Central American or whatever. I am no stranger to our countries being not the greatest, is putting it lightly. Let's put it that way, yeah? Every person I know who's from Venezuela has been like, yo, this is the greatest day of our fucking lives. We can go back home potentially. And then you get all these people in the Americas who are like, this is a tragedy. I'm so sorry about your country. And everyone's like, Bo, did you see the post where there was a person who was like, I'm so sorry about the tragedy that's happening in your country. And the Venezuelan person just went, matate. Just saying KYS in Spanish.
Okay, I was about to ask you to translate that. You know what? Don't translate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that, on the one hand, no, I did not see that one in particular. On the other hand, I completely understand the sentiment from that particular Venezuelan. Like,
it's just annoying when people think they know about what's going on in our countries and they just don't.
Now, okay. I do want to rant a little bit about these types, because the one that, like, because I was legit seeing someone who elsewhere on their profile was talking about the fact they're on benefits, right? Like in America. And they were saying like, America, may its collapse happen soon. If
it collapses, so will your benefits, little fuckwah.
Yeah, it's like, there was another guy, like, apparently a military veteran, and he was talking about how he was like, it had been going on in multiple posts about how evil America is, and in his fucking profile, it said, patiently and happily awaiting the second fall of the Roman Empire, which we all know what he means by that, right? He means the United States. It's like, I'm going to say the spicy thing. If you say that shit and you're military or former military, you should just go to prison. That's just legitimately what I think.
Hi, yes, as an American, let me explain to you why getting the U.S. rid of your dictator is actually a bad thing. You should be angry. Yes, evil autism. You're so correct.
Call of Duty Ghosts wishes it was that easy. Oh, okay, Jesse, here's the problem with that. We're not actually in the Call of Duty Ghosts timeline because we don't have Mjolnir stations up in orbit ready to drop rods from God on motherfuckers with the push of a button. So we don't have that yet. I kind of wish we did, because rods from God are fucking cool. Do you know what that is, Millie? Rods from God?
No.
It was a proposed weapon system where we put a launcher satellite in orbit. It was supposed to be like an alternative to nuclear strikes, and the idea is you just drop like a 40-ton tungsten rod from orbit onto the target.
Hi, Pascal.
Which, on the one hand, really cool. The downside, how the fuck do you get 40-ton tungsten rods into orbit? Like the shuttle has a weight limit, you know. But still one of those cool sci-fi things. Yeah, that was in Call of Duty Ghosts, and that was the one that is literally, what is it? Venezuela takes out the United States.
I'm awaiting the day where a country has a fully functioning, mobile suit to pilot. Suit. Oh yeah, and I will immediately defect to whichever country has that.
It's legit. They build mechs, and you're just like, I don't care what your politics are. I'm just here for the mechs, you know.
I'm just Ali Al Sharez at that point. I'm just here to fucking cause chaos.
Hey Pascal, how you doing, motherfucker? You are a 2-minute walk from O'Connell Street. You have way more problems to deal with. I don't quite follow Pascal.
I actually don't understand what he means either. I just assume he was saying some Irish gibbity gook.
Yeah, listen, I don't speak Gaelic, Pascal, so I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, buddy. The flashback origin mission where the protags go after Venezuela was before they built Odin. Oh, right.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The full message is because it got split up because of chat. He first said, I saw hold on, the fucking chat's moving. I saw a county councillor in Dublin trying to organize a protest. That's why he was saying that.
Oh, okay. Now
I saw that. Sense. I saw that. Yeah, people in Dublin are also mad about this, and it's like, dude, why do you care? You're on the other side of the fucking Great Lake that separates us.
Okay. I think I know why. Starmer is next. God, I wish. I feel sorry for the people in the UK.
I honestly, the greatest thing that we need in this world is Irish unification.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to point out, Millie, you have full permission to get political during this stream because it is a political topic. There is no dodging that. So
there's no. I am okay. Normally, I don't show up for the Bo talkie streams because it's usually not my gig, right?
Yeah.
But this is the one that's actually kind of relevant for me, so I'm actually guesting for once.
Yeah, because you have family in Honduras, and they're not all that far away from Venezuela. That's like that part of the world.
So okay, let me put it this way, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to Honduras, we had a period, and I'm sure some of you have heard about this. We had a president who did not want to leave. Let's just put it that way. He just did not want to leave.
There's a lot of that going around in that part of the world.
He did not want to leave. And I think at one point, the literal unironic military had to like forcefully remove him from the office.
Like, sir, we are asking you politely but firmly to leave.
It was pretty bad. My mom was like, "Fucking, our country is so shit." But like, it's shit like that where like, maybe our lovely president getting removed isn't the worst thing ever.
What's this? The guy trying to dox a special forces operative. That seems like a great way to reduce your life expectancy to shorter than that of a British politician starting their car in Dublin.
Oh, so Pascal calling me the resident Spanish name, which my first question to you, Pascal, is: are you drinking? Because usually you don't bust that one out until you're drunk.
Oh, okay, well he's Irish. He's always drinking. That's like the thing.
That is fair. That is totally fair. So when Pascal, okay, I can't say this live. Pascal and I were playing Red Dead Live, and we had a duo name for ourselves that we just cannot say.
Oh, okay. You will have to DM me that name. I want to see it. I want
okay,
to see
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna DM it, but I think Pascal came up with this one.
Can't believe they were blasting La Sosa while capturing Maduro. Listen. If you ever read about Operation Just Cause in Panama, you know that when it comes to music, the American military has an incredible sense of humor and excellent taste. So yeah,
I've sent you the our duo name in Red Dead
all right,
in the group chat.
check that. Oh my God, yeah, I can't say that out loud. Oh my God.
It's really good. We just called ourselves that the entire time we played Red Dead.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh man, you are flexing your cards there. You know,
we really are. We really. Who was it that was telling me? Yeah, you can say the gamer word live, and I'm like, I can't because Twitch does not care if I'm brown.
And okay, I've talked about that rule on Twitch. Is so funny because I've got my own gamer words I can say because because I'm a homosexual and all that. It's the fact that okay, so I can apparently have the right to say the F slur because I'm a gay dude, right?
Yeah.
But they're very selective in who they allow to say those kinds of things.
Really? Right? So they're selective.
Yeah, like the kind of politics you openly front is a factor. The tags you use are a factor. Like if I had
if you go to Twitch HQ and you suck someone off, does that give you the permission? Like you suck another guy off, does that give you the permission?
Okay. Real talk. I think if I had if I had tags like say LGBTQA or LGBT or anything relating to being gay or possibly
bundle of sticks.
Yeah, or like the safe space tag accompanying that. They would see it as oh, it's a slip up. There's a slip up. They usually use it amongst themselves. Who cares, right? But because I don't use those tags, if I did it, they'd think I'm a straight guy just trying to game the system.
How do I, as a certified brown person, upon looking at myself, I can certify that I am in fact brown? How do I go about that one?
I am too white to answer that question. I got no idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask around about saying the funny gamer word.
I'm from Colombia, raised in Panamanian born. At least our siege lasted more than 30 minutes and had Van Halen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was talking about before Operation Just Cause, where we deposed Panama's dictator, and yeah, he hated American music, so they just had him hold up in I want to say it was like an embassy or something or some building, and they were blasting like American music at him because he fucking hated it until he finally got sick of it and come out. We're talking, by the way, at window shaking, unhealthy to listen to decibels.
Millie needs more of an accent. Do I need more? I know, like, I have a rather strange accent, is what people tell me. To the point, some people think I'm Australian for some reason.
Okay. Here's what you got to do, Millie. Here's what you got to do. Okay.
Yes.
You gotta talk like you're a Latina in your case character in a video game written by left-wing millennial Hollywood writers.
If I start talking like that, I will get this stream destroyed because it's just gonna be racist.
Well, I mean, okay, but remember, you got to keep in mind these are people who've probably never actually talked to a Latino person, who is not one of those one of those my heritage people, but they've never been to their country of origin.
So, oh yeah, by the way, we were just talking about that before the stream. My main about the heritage thing. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, Milia. Yeah, got you. The Jackie Wells speak, basically. Much as I like Jackie Wells, that is absolutely.
Oh, like shoehorning in Spanish words awkwardly.
Yeah.
Shit is so.
The thickest accent you could possibly imagine. Like we're talking like get stuck in that shit,
Yeah, for me personally, like there are certain words and shit I say like just naturally, right? I tend to say bueno, right? Usually when something happens, or what's another one I say a lot? Dios sabe fucking Maria is another one I say a lot. Greetings, my Ooh, Nate, you're so lucky it's not my chat because I would have fucking killed you on the spot for that one.
Do not call Millie Latinx. She will kill you. Like,
I hate that word so much.
Like she goes from 0 to Springtrap in like a split second.
I really hate that word. Holy shit! I got derailed. I hate that word so
much. But yeah, you were talking about like
Oh yeah, the people who are like, I love my heritage, and it's like you have never stepped foot in your fucking country at all.
That's like I mean I was drawing the comparison, the Japanese Americans who bitch at white people who wear like a kimono, but then the actual the Japanese people from Japan are all cool with it because they're like, oh, they're actually like trying to get involved in our culture and actually respect it and like that, like.
Saying that in front of an actual Latino person is a good way to get the X beaten out of you. Captain Pip. Saying Latinx at a Latino person is the surefire way to end up on the news. This is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Believe me, they will just shoot you. Okay, like Millie, if Millie didn't have a gun on her, she would legit find the nearest gun, grab it, and shoot you. Just for I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
I remember Pascal and I were playing Resident Evil 5 Live, and the topic of Latinx got brought up, and I went on a total drunken rant for like 10 minutes. If you say Latinx, you'll probably be in a live video.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the topic at hand. Venezuela.
Yeah, El Presidente El Trumpo did the funny thing and deposed a dictator who nobody in his country likes him. And people apparently all of a sudden there's the Justice for Maduro Defense League is out now, trying to.
Let's get some context in, yeah? Because I'm not sure if people are well-versed with some of the stuff that's happening in Venezuela, aside from the current events, right? But for context, right, they are a socialist country, if I recall correctly, and I believe their currency is total dog water doo-doo ass, last I checked, right? I think it has inflation out the ass.
It's in that realm of you bring a wheelbarrow full of money to buy like a pack of crackers or some shit, like that.
Yeah, it's like heavily inflated, right? And the other thing was, and this one I saw personally, right? Fucking, there was a news segment like fucking a year ago or some shit, right? About Venezuelans living in America who are like, man, shit sucks in Venezuela. We literally came here just to escape that shit, and I don't know what's gonna happen to my country.
It was legit something like 30% of the Venezuelan population tried to escape to America. Like they suffered a huge population loss trying to escape Venezuela. And I want to say it was under Hugo Chavez, where they went socialist.
Hugo Chavez, yes.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna mispronounce this shit. I do apologize for that ahead of time. I'm just gonna mispronounce so much shit today. But yeah. So and Maduro, and the big thing with Maduro was that they had an election last year, and Maduro lost the election to the new guy, and who wanted to undo a lot of what Maduro did to the country. And Maduro, they were like, okay, Maduro, you lost the election, you got to leave. And then Maduro was like, no, I don't think I will, and just stayed in power, because fuck you,
Isn't that crazy how often a Latino politician gets told, hey, man, your term is up, and they just kind of go, no.
Nah, bro, and just stay in office, yeah. And then there was all kinds of actually horrible shit. There were protests when Maduro refused to step down, and his regime did all kinds of horrible shit to people. This was on top of the years of starvation and privation that their people have suffered, to the point they were eating fucking zoo animals. They were actually surviving off zoo animals to stay alive because they had no food.
So what I will say, right? So this is where Bo and I are going to differ on the topic of the Venezuelan current events, right? Is I'm not too happy about it myself, right? Because I am a little skeptical on how it's going to turn out, right? But on the flip side, a dictator has literally been removed, so there's hope that it may be better.
Yeah, it's real. I will say, you know, I will say, because you know, I will say this. I don't, in the aftermath now, I don't know how things are going to play out. It looks like the United States is just going to, they're not going to like try a nation build. They're going to mediate, you know, like it's not going to be like, oh, we're going to station troops in Venezuela and try to build a new country. And it's like, they're just going to, hey, y'all start transferring that power now, and you better be peaceful about it, and you better not attack the people, or we'll be back, you know?
The skeleton VA voice actor. To quote a friend of mine who's Hispanic on the topic, I'd rather you'd call me a slur than Latinx. We all say that. We all unironically just say that at any poor gringo who's like, "Oh, my Latinx American friend, how are you?"
Legit, like I'm not, you know, non-binary, trans, what have you. I'm not that. I am not that. But if I was,
I am.
Yeah, Millie is. But if I was, and someone called me that, I'd just fucking punch him.
Yeah, because like, okay, I'm gonna go on the rant again because I go on this rant like every year at this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking Latinx just feels like another attempt by like fucking stupid gringos who are like, we already colonized and I can't say that word live. Had sex with your people religiously and mixed you the hell back. How about we change your language as well to fit our norms?
Yes, the progressive, the progressives carrying on the proud progressive tradition of the conquistadors.
You're so right.
Hey, listen. I've seen enough of light novel historian on my fucking timeline in the past couple days to like, yeah, that ain't wrong. They're still trying to be like the guy who, you know, plowed into fucking Tokyo Bay, pointed guns at Japan, and was like, "Open the country, stop having it be closed." Like
Pedro Pascal's Latinx.
Like, okay. I will say this much about Pedro Pascal. You know, he's like
unrelated to Cowboy Pascal, by the way.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal and Cowboy Pascal are two different dudes. Do not get them confused. For one thing, Cowboy Pascal is actually masculine, but no, it's like they're pushing toward the end there. You know, toward like late 2024 into very early 2025. They were pushing Pedro Pascal so hard as like the new definition of masculine. And I'm just over here like as a masculine gay dude being all like looking at him and being all like, my boyfriend is more masculine than Pedro Pascal, and I literally am boning him on the regular. So yeah, no. I'm
well,
not,
that's why they call you the black gay blarf, you know.
God damn it.
You walked into it. He walked into it.
Man, when I don't have Ash here making those jokes, I got you here making those jokes. Jesus, my Christ. Evil. Am I masculine? Autism. You want to jump a werewolf's bone? That is bottom coded. If it ever was, you know. Imagine going to sleep, waking up next day, and everything at the store is double the price. Yeah.
50 Cent, otherwise known as 20 million Venezuelan dollars.
20 million Venezuelan dollars, or Battery 50. All right. Okay, we're gonna move over to here now. We're gonna start with the memes. Okay, let me make
Chanka, you're half masculine. You're half masculine.
Only half?
There are two wolves inside Chanka. One wolf is a top. The other wolf is a pure bottom.
I'm both masculine and straight. I need to work on my glutes. Uh, all right. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna slide this in. Welcome to the memes, everyone. And the one I want to start with is for my buddy, Plain Friend, who Plain Friend we'll call him. I can't say his full name out loud, but he's like, let's check in on Poll. I'm at a loss for words. I was fapping to anime girls just before the bombs. You were fapping to anime girls, and all of a sudden you live in a free nation. That's a good way to start your day.
I love the American flag next to that poster. That's so good.
We're starting off with the most American way to look at the situation possible. I love it.
Dude, I love 4chan.
Yeah, Paul resisted the decay of 4chan really well. I always like the story. I always like the stories you hear out of the FBI and the NSA of where they have to send like their agents who try to radicalize Paul to their side. You know, like during like the Biden administration, all that. They were using FBI agents in Paul to try to turn Paul left wing, and at the end of the day, the agents would have to regularly go to therapy and de-radicalization lessons to keep them on.
Crazy what Paul does to a fuckwa.
Right. I mean, okay. Paul, listen. Paul has conducted actual spotting for airstrikes against ISIS, and also found Sheila LaBeouf's hidden flag. You know.
Oh, that was pure mega autism. That was insane.
Yeah. No. It's like that's an actual story about Paul, by the way. They used like it's like ISIS put out some kind of like, you know, waving their dick around kind of video, and Paul or pictures or video or something, and Paul used the pictures to triangulate their location on Earth, called the Russians on the line and said, hey, look, they've got a base in this location, why don't you bomb it? And then they did. Like, man, I'm getting like Groiper Supreme. Mother Groiper Supreme obviously had a crash out about the operation too. Oh no, we're gonna bring up a major internet figure who crashed out about all this, and one I did not expect. Assuming we get that far. It's Dankula.
Oh.
Dankula of all people crashed out about this.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I would not expect that.
Yeah, obvious people did. Hassan, fucking Vaush.
Well, Roach isn't even a person at the end of the day.
Listen, I loved him in Godzilla vs. Megalon, okay? Listen, he fucking killed it as Megalon, okay? The giant roach monster. Hey, Chase, how you doing? Okay, let's keep moving. This is just a general overview. This is a general overview of it. Zero media leaks, successful strike, completely leveled primary airbase, bomb the corpse of Hugo Chavez for fun, capture Maduro like Batman or something. I like Wife Jack in the replies here. Can you do Keir Starmer next?
Kirsch was a poster back in the day. A lot of us. Bo, what was your 4chan board of choice? I think mine was I think I was a fucking B-tard the whole time.
I was B, M, TG, and Paul.
Oh, B and the music board was where I kind of lived. Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah. I was B, M, TG, and Paul. That was me. That was me on 4chan. And I also went to V on occasion, mostly to talk about anything but video games, because V is great for talking about anything but video games. Please show me.
What if I should make a new character for? Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
It's literally just Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm trying to decide if I want to make a new character or not.
Okay, yeah. Millie is playing Star Wars: The Old Republic while we're reviewing memes here. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's see. Here we go. Breaking: Russia condemns the USA for its act of armed aggression against Venezuela. Templar pilled. Just the.
Okay, wait a minute. Isn't that fucking hypocritical, actually?
Oh no! You don't get it. Okay. Listen. You just don't get it, Millie. They're not doing an act of armed aggression against Ukraine. They are doing a 3-year-long special military operation to denazify the Ukraine, which, I mean, technically not wrong when you know the Azov battalion exists and what some of the people in Zelensky's high command have been caught wearing. But all the same, yeah, no, this is just, okay, pot. Okay, pot, just shut the fuck up talking to the kettle, all right? Quit throwing them stones. Your house is made of glass.
So fucking dumb, man. Oh, by the way, in case people are wondering what our opinions are on that situation, at least for me, my opinion is I don't give a shit. That conflict has nothing to do with me.
And I will just be straight up about it. I think Putin sucks. Zelensky sucks. I feel sorry for all the people forced to die in fucking trenches in the middle of that.
That too. War. That too. But for me, primarily, that's not my fucking problem.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not talking about Ukraine though. So we're gonna move on from that topic. We will be clowning on we will be clowning on Putin later, just for some various memes. But yeah, this. I don't know. I just think the commie tears thing is great because something to remember about Putin. He's former KGB. And I mean, look, let's just call a spade. Maduro was a communist. Like, they can say socialist all he wants. He was just a communist.
Also, can I talk about that real quick? Because they're like, what the fuck's the difference? It's the same shit to me.
What's the difference? Basically, it's just how do I put this? Basically, socialism is what communism is like when you go full dictator as a socialist, basically.
Socialism is flowery communism. Okay, so it's basically what you were saying. Yeah. Putin has always been woke. Putin, I had no opinion on Putin for the longest time. The only thing I really knew about him from like back in the day was Reddit really loved him for some reason. He was just like that one Reddit thing that people would post all the time.
Wait, what? Why Putin? You know, where he's walking.
Well, why Putin? Yes, but also they were posting like, look at Putin, practice karate. Look at Putin play the piano. Like they were just constantly sucking his dick all day.
Right. Okay, I remember what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, because no, legit. I want to like Reddit used to have a thing for Putin. Like
they did, yeah.
Yeah, they used to really like Putin, like the same way they used to like Elon. And just like, you know, when Elon's, you know, made his politics known and they 180'd on him overnight and said, oh, we never liked him. Basically, when the Trump is a puppet of Putin conspiracy theory was started, that was when Reddit 180'd on Putin. Then they hated him. Because, you know, Reddit has no principles, basically.
You see, the real base take is to be like me and hate every politician and be distrustful of every politician.
But politicians...
I fucking hate the government.
But politicians would never fuck over their citizens, Smile.
I fucking hate the government. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of the government.
30 on 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're a little autistic.
A little bit, yeah. Moving up the line on this one. I can confirm that the mausoleum of dictator Hugo Chavez has been bombed. His remains were there. It has been left destroyed. And that was this. Bro really captured Maduro while he was sleeping and cremated Chavez for good measure on the way out.
Okay, all right. That's a little funny. To me, that just reads, yeah, now they can't revive this motherfucker just in case.
No, listen, there was some guy in an F-35 who had an unused JDAM on board or something like that. And you know, they're like probably legit on their way out, and then he just said to his wingman, "Check this shit." And fucking, you know, was it? It's like what was it?
He blasted highway, fucking highway to a danger zone.
Yeah. He blasted the Star Wars trench run theme. Hit the 500 kilogram bomb input and just fucking, you know, from downtown scored a 3-pointer on the tomb of Hugo Chavez. That's fucking great. I love that. Okay. I'm just gonna say low key. Can we put one on Lenin's tomb next? Like, I don't care.
Chanka asks. Oh, good.
I don't care about the political implications of dropping a bomb on Moscow. I just want to blow up Lenin's tomb.
Chanka asks if he can post the Monroe Doctrine meme he found on the.
Oh yeah, hold on. DM it to me. DM it to me. I will check it after the next one up the list. Here we go. Here we go. Close-up footage of some of the U.S. strikes in Carcass. That's the bombs going off and all that. If we're going, okay, this is more like a post. I think I've liked this one because I just agreed with it. If we're going to bomb things, it may as well be our own hemisphere against a narco state that funds itself by exporting drugs that kill Americans. This is a much better use of our military than bombing Iraq or occupying Afghanistan for 20 years. And yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that completely.
Yeah, that's a better use. If we're gonna go kill people, we might as well go kill the more immediate problems, honestly.
Yeah, I listen, I do not care about the lives of boats with dudes on it smuggling fentanyl into the United States. I was totally behind, Sec War, double tapping with Hellfire missiles on those things. I do not care.
America's got a goddamn fent problem.
Okay, we're gonna do something about it. How dare you, the poor fent dealers? Like, oh my God. No one saying that has watched someone die of a fentanyl overdose. You sent it? Okay, I will check that one really quick. We're not gonna do too many, too many memes. We're not gonna do too many memes that sent from this. I'm just gonna go through the ones I favorited. We'll be here all night. Oh, this is great. This is great. Look at this. Oh, I'm afraid the Monroe Doctrine is still quite operational.
It's very timely because I'm literally playing SWTOR right now.
For those who, okay, hold on. Okay, so for those who don't know what the Monroe Doctrine is, that is really old. We're talking like foundation of the United States military policy, which is basically like saying, hey, this is our part of the world. Don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with us. Don't do things that might fuck with us, or we will defend our interests. And yeah, it was, I think a popular image of it used to be, it's like this old timey political comic of like Uncle Sam stepping across both America and North and South America with a big old bat in his hand that says Monroe Doctrine on it, like fuck around and find out, basically. Oh, definitely drop a second fat one of anything related to Stalin. I mean, we should blow up Stalin's tomb too. Nobody fuck Stalin. Also, here's the other one Chonka sent. Then we'll move back to the ones that got favorited. These bitches love Sosa getting the helicopter. Listen. I have no idea where that picture originates from. Like the dude with the colossal chin with his hand on the guy's shoulder, but I fucking love it.
Also, everyone go follow Chonka. He's a funny little boy who's watching. He loves Gundam Seed. That's his Twitter right there. Go follow the funny little boy.
Yeah, go follow. Yeah, Chonka likes. He's Gundam Seed's strongest soldier next to Kiyomi.
He's a funny little boy. He just finished Seed actually. Very cool.
Now watch Stargazer. Okay.
He's on Destiny right now.
Okay. All right, one more. Okay, one more. This one's from Gotchi. Hold on. Warhammer 40,000 chapter approved mission deck Venezuela. Okay. Oh no. Okay. This is the last thing I'm showing. It's from Super Jesse. This is the Monroe Doctrine political cartoon I was talking about. This is old.
It looks old.
Yeah, it's like, this is like, fuck, what's the, I'm trying to read it to see what numbers those are in the bat. 1814 to 1905. Oh yeah, this is like 1905, something like that. This is old. But okay, right. Let's get back to the favorites list.
Bo, you're very brave for doing this stream and just having your Twitter open, right?
Yeah.
Because if I did a stream where I had my Twitter open, I would get banned immediately for having a lot of trans girl and or femboy dicks on my screen.
Well, okay. You mean like retweeted, favorited, or?
Oh no, just suggested to me.
Oh, you know what? My Twitter suggestions is mostly politics. I don't use my Twitter for Rule 34 a lot. or at least
Oh,
not
dude.
this one.
Oh, dude. I follow freaks on Maine. It's my feed's fucked.
But but here we go. I just like this one because the guy took pictures of U.S. military Ospreys. Those are the twin tilt rotor transports. I think one of my favorite little anecdotes about the Osprey. There were in like 2000, was it 2008, something like that, when the original Transformers movie came out. There were only 2 Ospreys in existence. Michael Bay got to borrow both of them for that movie, which I just think is cool as fuck. But what's up?
The man emperor of man asking what's a femboy. Just don't go down that fucking rabbit hole, man. Just don't. Just don't.
Yeah, but I like what the guy says here at the Ospreys showing up at the invasion. This is how Redditors must feel when they watch a Marvel movie and all their favorite action figures show up. Real. I'm glad the Osprey's flying again. It was grounded for a while due to mechanical issues. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, this Nick Curse guy. That his post got flagged. I hope every single United States troop that touches foot on Venezuela comes home in a body bag. That's what the guy said. And Solianath says in response, "We literally kidnapped your president, played with some cool explosives, and left." Yeah, we legit no-diffed them. It wasn't even a fight. Oh, here we go. Now we're clowning on Russia again. See, the Night Stalkers, slapping the VDV, or the VDV, as it's pronounced in Russian, on the back of the head. That's how you do a helicopter assault. For those who don't know, when the VDV tried to bum rush Kiev at the beginning of the Ukraine conflict, and so they could take out Zelensky immediately, they all died. They all died, every single one of them. There were no survivors. There's this one VDV propaganda video that I remember they used to put out. Oh, there's like VDV officer sing some song about the VDV, and then they put funny subtitles over it after that about how it's like, about how they all died trying to assault Kiev at the start of the war. Complete wipe. Yeah, no, it was a complete wipe. I think if it wasn't a complete wipe, it was in the 90 to 95% range. The VDV basically ceased to exist.
One of my favorite videos that come out of the whole Ukraine situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was and it's fucked up, but also I have a fucked up sense of humor, so I don't care. There was a Russian propaganda video of like, join the military and fight for us, and whatever, right? And it showed like different Russians, but then it also showed like cool guy footage of
Oh, is this the one that looks like a gay porn film?
Kind of, a little bit. And then when somebody edited it, so all the cool guy Russian army guy footage was replaced with actual Russian army guys getting fucking destroyed.
I for one do not condone the way, like, say, NAFO people like to effectively get a snuff porn kick out of Ukrainian war footage. But that is actually funny, though. Like, because
it was funny. I usually don't like that shit, but it was funny. And Super Jesse's asking me what my name is. My name is Millie. I am a cringe cat who streams once every in the blue moon. And yes, you can pat my head. Just don't poke my eye out, please. I need that.
Yeah, the third eye is important. Hold on. Do I still have? Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Okay. We're just gonna.
A second Millie has appeared on the screen.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. All right, there we go. Okay, I turned the head pad gif off and moved it over to you.
Thank you for the head pats.
All right. Okay. I love this one. Okay. Here we go. So that's the grave of Hugo Chavez right there. That's what this is. Like that's where he's buried. And the guy in the post says that damn barracks needs to light up, but with fire. And this was in August 30th, 2024. And now January 3rd, 2026. Many thanks, mate. It's just on
What
fire.
a guy! What a guy!
Yeah. Oh, I like the supposedly the Trump sipping wine.
Okay, so as much as I don't like the guy, right? Because that's another one where Bo and I differ. I don't like Trump personally, but I can admit that he's very memeable.
Yeah, no, the meme potential is off the charts.
He's very
Trump.
memeable.
The third eye isn't Tao related. No, Millie is not a Tao. Listen, I brain rotted Millie on 40K, and she fell down the chaos pipeline.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a filthy word bearer's cuck.
And Night Lords, but that's because you got that serial killers, they're so hot thing going.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, at least you admit it, you know.
I like Ali Al-Sharez. I'm not gonna fucking hide it.
And Ali Al-Sharez and Nina Trinity.
I'm not gonna hide it. I know I'm into freaks.
Yeah, no, you were thirsting for Nina when we were watching Double O, and then she blew up the wedding. It was like, okay, I can look past it because she's hot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here we go. I guess the footage is apparently not of the invasion, but that doesn't matter. The joke is what matters. Zoomer Marines actually getting to do cool amphibious assaults and helo insertions. My stupid fucking GWAT chud self only ever received pot shots and radioed in suspicious looking people as an LVSR gunner. It's not fair. It's not fucking fair.
Christ.
Oh, man, I feel
fuck my stupid chud life.
I wanted to do. I signed up for cool tactical shit. I just got to sit in a fucking Humvee gunner seat and be hot and miserable all day for 20 years. Oh, here we go. Hearing reports that Nick Fuentes, Abula's house was just
Abuela.
My bad. That's why I'm glad you're here, Millie. I can't pronounce this shit.
Abuela, that's just his grandma.
Yeah. Anyway, hearing reports that Nick Fuentes' Abuela's house was just bombed in Carcass, really worried, and I pray for his family's safety. And Captive Dreamer in reply. Fucking Nick Fuentes, Jesus Christ. This was the elites. Here we go. I'm gonna put on my best Trump voice for this one, okay? The elites don't want you to know this, but the El Presidentes in the South Americas are free. You can just take them. You can just take them home. I have one El Presidente at home.
It's actually not a bad beer. I highly recommend El Presidente. It's actually pretty good. It's not as good as Modelo, though.
I've never had a Modelo, well, because I don't drink. The only, unironically, the only times I've drank in my whole life was like some kind of German beer brand. I don't know what brand, but I know it was German because it was good. And the other was it was when I was 18. I was in the Yucatan Peninsula. It was my brother's graduation present from high school. We went to the Yucatan. And while I was there, I drank what do you call it? What's it called? Corona.
Yes, the classic.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know my beers or my, South American beers or any of that, or, Central American and all them. But why do I get the feeling that, Corona is like the Mexican Central American equivalent of Foster's, nobody likes it in Australia, so they sell it in America. Like that?
I think Corona is actually still popular down south. The way I would describe it, it's more so like it's kind of like the Coors of the fucking like Latin Americas.
Yeah,
it's the Coors fucking. It's the Coors Lights.
Oh yeah, full disclosure. By the way, when I was in Yucatan Peninsula, we were at a big fancy resort that caters to a El Gringo like me. So I even back then I was like, yeah, this probably is more reflecting what we as American tourists want to have rather than what the people would like. I was like fully aware of that even back then. But yeah, but yeah, that was what I drank down there.
On the topic of alcohol, before we get back to the memes, I only drink Corona or like Modelo when it's offered, or Presidente I don't actively go out to buy that shit. Because why would I? When I can spend $5 for a loco and get fucked up immediately.
Corona's okay, but the best one is Cerveza Cristal.
Cerveza, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because another one I favored is just right here. Hold on. Maduro's hiding spot. Fan. Aircraft. 300 feet. City defended by Venezuela's top guys.
Top guys.
Nicolas Maduro. By the way, it's kind of funny because because this is defended, air quotes. I actually want to bring this up because this is kind of funny. Russia and China both took a black eye in this situation because why did I almost say Honduras? Venezuela was like buddy with Russia, right? But at the same time, they were brokering deals with China, and they had both state-of-the-art Russian and Chinese anti-air systems in their country that they'd bought from China and Russia. And we just dog-walked them in this whole operation. Like they didn't even see us coming. Like, we had F-35s over the anti-air radar and launch systems, and we just blew them up before they knew we were there. So this was a great test. This was a great test run of China and Russia's anti-air capabilities if it came to a war with the United States. Great. It was great for the United States, not China and Russia. No more Venezuelan oil or oil money for Russia and China, hopefully. Yeah, that's the big international. That's honestly the bigger international upset from all this is the oil. Not that America is taking the oil, but the fact that the oil won't get to our enemies anymore.
Used murder weapon salesman is probably my favorite username in the entire chat right now.
Okay, you know what? Used. I've seen you in chat a bunch of times now, and every time I see your name, I just think of the dude from Resident Evil 4. Millie, the guy.
Oh, the merchant.
Yeah, the merchant. I've never played 4, so I don't know his name.
What are you buying?
Yeah, that guy. I just imagine he opens up his trench coat and just bloody saws, bloody saws, bloody knives, discharged handguns, plastic bags, zip ties, that kind of fun shit, F-35s orbiting the air defenses with FA-18 growlers just out of their range, waiting for the radars to turn on with anti-rad missiles. Yeah. Anti-radiation missiles are so funny because for those who don't know your military tech, they're designed to track radar signatures. Like if you're trying to track a guy with a radar and you fire an anti-radiation missile at it, it detects the radar signature of your radar array and just target identified, like that. All right, okay, let's backtrack. Oh, here we go. Maduro, you're going to see, little Yankees. You won't be able to handle the Bolivarian People's Army. We are Latin America's Vietnam. The Delta Force guy who's 2 meters tall who's 2 meters 10 with a room temperature IQ. It's just the Space Marines shit mixing cultists. Oh man, listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so glad of all the things I could be in life, I'm so glad I'm not one of the bodyguards that was in the room with Delta Force when they invaded the Maduro's residence. Like those guys experienced the shortest, longest 30 seconds of their lives. When it comes to weapons development, Russia talks up their garbage like it can go toe-to-toe with Western kit. In response, the West builds new kit to kick the shit out of what Russia claims to have. hence the comedic gap in capabilities. Yeah, I too remember. Which one was that? The F-15, where we thought Russia's new superplane was unbeatable, so we built an unbeatable superplane to beat the unbeatable superplane, and then it turned out the thing was a piece of shit that could barely make one flight without falling apart. I forget which MiG that was. Which MiG that was, and I'm pretty certain it was the F-15. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Time to start 2026. Okay, we got OSINT Defender with the footage of the invasion. Then we got this.
I just got 3 things to say.
Time to start 2026 with war.
God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine.
Okay, I have to make some pointed commentary here as an American. You know
That goes hard.
that does go hard though. Okay, I have to make some pointed commentary as an American here. It is funny how I shouldn't have to say war is bad, right? But war is bad. But there's a simple fact about it as well. War's also kind of fucking cool. You know? It's awful. It's violent. People die. Countries and cultures are destroyed. You know, the people who fight are left with lasting trauma. But there's even a large subsect of those people who've experienced the horrors of it who would admit to you straight up, oh, but it's also explosions and action and cool technology and all kinds of stuff like that, you know? It's like there's this incredibly vast dichotomy between the two halves of what war is. And I think no other country except America is really comfortable to kind of embrace both halves. Like, recognize the horror of war, but also recognize it's kind of fucking cool, you know? It's like Millie, this one will cut close to you. The wow cool robot meme. There's no way you haven't seen the wow cool robot meme.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with the cartoonishly drawn, you know, Gundam firing its gun over a person's head, and inside the shot it says the horrors of war, and then the guy looking at the robot is like, wow cool robot. And
Yeah.
I've always hated that meme because it acts like, you know, on the one hand, it acts like because it's war, you can't find it cool. I think it takes a more mature mind and a more mature viewpoint of it is being able to recognize, like, yeah, it's horrible, it's violent, and it's destructive.
It's also cool as shit.
It's also really fucking cool. I think that is an incredibly realist take on war. That's not naive. It's like not naive. Like not. I think either opposing view, war is only cool, war is only horrible, is naive. I think a mature person can realize war is horrible while also realizing, that giant rolling gun on treads that fires a tungsten rod at like mock Jesus, that thing is cool as shit, okay? It assumes everyone can only focus on a single aspect of what they're observing, like a child or a... Yeah, exactly. The true take on Gundam is beware the space cougars on God. Yeah, you know what? You are so real for that, Chanka.
Real.
You know what I noticed? Because we just wrapped up G Gundam. I know you weren't there for that, Millie. I'm gonna rerun it with you on like Saturday or Sunday or something like that.
Yeah.
The thing real quick Gundam side tangent. G Gundam is the only Gundam with a trustworthy space cougar. That's Nastasha. You know,
Yeah.
Argo.
Yeah, you're pretty much right.
Yeah, Argo's jailer. And then no, I don't want to say. I mean, you know how it ends, Millie, but I don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen G Gundam. Yeah, moving on here. Here we go. Here we go. Just take it in.
Fortunate Son really just goes well with anything, huh?
Okay, I'm not gonna. I can't let the song play any more than that because I don't want to get. I don't want to get my fucking balls chopped off by YouTube because they're way more harsh about licensed music than Twitch is. Twitch will just mute the VOD. YouTube will take your whole fucking video down. But yeah, no, and it just says FAFO, fuck around and find out. It's just footage of the footage from the war. I will point out, because this is something to keep in mind, Venezuela was actively provoking us before this went down. Like they Maduro was actively taking measures to antagonize the United States military that was building up off his coast. Like we got a friend on the server, Handsome Hipster. He's from Trinidad, right? Which is literally just like a stone's throw across the ocean from Venezuela. They're literally neighbors. And as through the whole time he was talking about how, people were talking about how Venezuela was escalating the whole time. And then, and we were setting up shit like Patriot launchers on Patriot surface to air missile launchers to like America was fully expecting that Venezuela might say attack Trinidad over this, and we were setting up on Trinidad to defend it in case things went really bad. So yeah, no, it's like when I firmly believe Venezuela, specifically Maduro, earned Maduro and his military who support him earned what happened. Escalating the situation constantly to the point nope, we're going in, we're getting rid of him. It's like, it really can't be understated how precise this operation was, like just go in 2 hours, blow some military stuff up, blow up the tomb of Hugo Chavez because it's there, grab Maduro, fuck off, and that was it. Okay, I took the head pad off you, Billy, just so your hair doesn't get messed up. But
yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's Plain Friend again. Here we go. So here's a funny fact about this whole thing. I think I said this earlier. China had sent a bunch of diplomats to Venezuela a few hours before this kicked off.
Oh no!
They were in Venezuela to broker more allegiance deals. And your Plain Friend here posting on Twitter. Chinese diplomat delegation walking up to hear the Monroe Doctrine roaring over the rooftops 130 knots and 200 feet above ground level. the guy being woken up huh?
Fucking Lemmy is so funny, man.
Man, listen, that is just hilarious to me. China was legit there trying to flex with their anti-air radar systems, their anti-air weapon systems, trying to broker deals with Venezuela, and then just the U.S. military just rocks up. In my mind, I like to think we knew where those guys were the whole time. I mean, we obviously would have to. We're going to be dropping bombs on their capital, right? We a common saying I've heard from people who discuss defense and all that stuff. And this is Russia, but I feel like it applies here too. Is we know more about Russia's nuclear posture than Russia does, which it's absolutely true. I refuse to believe we didn't know where those guys were, and there weren't a couple of Delta Force guys in the helicopters just flipping off the Chinese delegates as they were flying by. It's interesting that there weren't a whole lot of deaths in the Venezuelan military side. It was mostly personal bodyguards and state-sponsored political militias, from what I heard. Yeah, that's actually a commendable thing. Pretty much all the damage was to material, and then the guys who tried to defend Maduro, like Maduro's personal bodyguard. That was pretty much it. They tried to throw hands with Delta Force and found out what happened.
Fuck around, find out.
Yeah, exactly. It's here we go from Asmongold. He does this shit while I'm offline again. I don't know how it was for all of you, but listen, I'm kind of with Asmongold on this one. I went to bed on the night of the 2nd, right? I wake up on the morning of the 3rd getting tagged by people, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I look, it's like, America invaded Venezuela, and I'm like, you did what? Like, like legit, that caught me off guard. I get up, I run to my computer, I turn it on to see what's going on. It's been over for hours.
Fucking curb stomp.
Yeah, no, I was expecting to be like the night Ukraine kicked off. I was like, I was like glued to my computer, like following like, OSINT channels and all that stuff. And, following the news, following OSINT, keeping track of what was going on because, Russia invading a non-NATO neighbor of NATO, we're talking like right next door, kind of a big deal, right? I was expecting to be doing that all day, like, oh, okay, we're going in, we're invading Venezuela, like we're gonna be fighting them for about like maybe like 90 days, like a month, 3 months, and then, but then I tune in and it's over. It's literally just over. Like all the boys are home, and we're all the boys are home, and we're heavy one El Presidente. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Ash having a real bad time in Canada because that's all he could fucking hear.
Bro, yeah. Oh, Gabriella, bro, the only place I could go on the 3rd to not hear about that shit in Canada was a fucking funeral. You were okay because you were talking, Ash, because you live on Vancouver Island, so you were talking about you were on the ferry back to mainland Canada, and you were talking about how your mom and your stepdad were talking about Trump the whole time. So you left to sit on another part of the ferry, and then some more people showed up and started talking about Trump. Like, I'm because I know how obnoxious it must be for you, honey, because you're more like, center left. You're more center left, and most Canadians are far left. So yeah. And not only that, but you also aren't big into politics either. You just don't want to hear it. So yeah, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, hon. That was the craziest morning on Twitter. It really was. It really was. And I slept pretty fucking hard too. So I didn't even hear the pings going off until I woke up. It was like ping, 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 ping. And I'm like, what the fuck is, and yeah, no, military invasion of Venezuela. And it was over. I missed it. I missed out. Man, even this meme review was like, several days late, but that's because my Yap streams are on Tuesdays. Oh, okay. Here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one. This is from one of my mutuals, Caleb. From November 16th, 2025. Bomb Chavez's tomb, please. Pick related, his tomb. And this was him on the 3rd. Caleb actually told a very personal story about this, about why he hates Maduro so much. Apparently, from what I gathered from what he said, because of the shortages caused in Venezuela by Maduro, his mother died of cancer because she couldn't get chemo.
Jeez.
So the thought of America going in and just blowing up a memorial to a socialist dictator, and then also killing Maduro, which we obviously didn't do, but we deposed him regardless. Fuck you, Biggie. Okay, I'm fine. I didn't just get the pants scared off me. But yeah, no. So
he shit himself, actually.
No,
not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
No.
If it's not, wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on. No, actually, that was the ferry to the mainland. My mother, aunt, uncle, and stepdad sat down with me in the cafe on the way and talked about it when I was eating dinner. I am so sorry, hon. I am so sorry. Yeah, Caleb was trying to get out of Venezuela, fighting the immigration bureaucracy on both the Venezuelan and U.S. sides for like a full decade from him. Jesus Christ. Well, I fully sympathize with the man though on hating Maduro and wanting bad things to happen to him. Like I fully get that. This ain't that kind of really petty, my candidate didn't win shit you see in America. This is like, oh no, I lost a family member because of this motherfucker. He, actively prevented them from getting urgent medical care to save their life because of their shitty socialist policies. So yeah, no, I fully get that. That was earned ire from Caleb. Here we go. I like this one. The U.S. has bombed the mausoleum of former Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez, blah, blah, blah. Alaric the Barbarian says, 0 military significance to the Chavez site. This one was for the chuds. I'll never get over just bombing the tomb. I'll never get over that. That is we were 3 days into the year, and that's the funniest shit that happened, all right? We dropped a bomb on Hugo Chavez's tomb because we could. Literally because America, All right, what's next? Oh, okay, this is another one from Caleb. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Millie, you'll like this one. This is the pro-Maduro people are showing up now. Venezuela will bring Nicholas and Celia? That's wife.
So, yeah, Celia.
Celia back alive to the homeland of Bolivar, and this is fucking just Caleb posting JD Vance laughing. With what army? You couldn't even see us approach. Them motherfuckers didn't even know the bombs were dropping till the bombs were blowing up. Oh my God. Oh, okay, here we go. Hold on. Is this, what's the... Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll mute that. The U.S. is currently conducting airstrikes in Venezuela's capital, Caracas, with U.S. helicopters seen in some clips. Military installations and refineries are currently being targeted. And then the guy posts, it's real. Rodriguez, Martinez, and Hernandez Bueno on their way to Venezuela to fight Rodriguez, Martinez, and Hernandez. No bueno. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. That's the funny part. I love this one. Here we go. Let's zoom in a little on this. The dead VDV from Hostomel seeing the U.S. conducting a successful 3-hour heliborne special military operation. Those are the Russian special forces guys that died trying to fly into Kiev at the start of the Ukraine war. That was the VDV. And they all fucking died. Meanwhile, they died against a non-peer nation. That's the funniest part. Ukraine was still using all the Russian hand-me-downs when that kicked off, and Russia fucking got their shit mixed early in the war. And now America basically does the same thing and pulls it off flawlessly. This is such that's another one of the Russian angles on all this, just the egg all over Putin's face, because we did with actual justified intent what he tried to do in 1/100,000th the time with no casualties. Here we go.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around,
it's great.
The more you're going to find out.
Okay, so this picture has unfortunately, it's been debunked as a fake. But I don't care. It's funny. Listen, yeah, okay, look, I get it's misinformation, but it's convenient to my narrative, okay? Or here we go. Pilgrim on Twitter. Here's what Maduro would look like if you were black or Chinese. Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for this one. A lot of good edits came out of that image. Yeah. Oh man, this. Man, I listen. I love a gimmick account. I love a gimmick account that stays on topic. You know. Here we go. All of Latin America sleeping. The Venezuela subplot. Hey Magma, how you doing? We are we're currently memeing on Hugo Chavez and associated jokes. What's this? Oh, there's a picture, Trump and Hexet. Pump? Trump? I can
You
talk.
got humping on the mind.
Yeah, I can talk, I promise. I'm not having a strong. Yeah, there's a Trump and Sec War Hegseth. Oh, and Pete, sir, make sure they fuck up that dirty commie Chavez while they're down there. You've got it, Mr. President. Okay, listen. I understand the Medal of Honor is only to be given away for serious things. But listen, we have at least got to give the second highest award to that guy that bombed the tomb. We've gotta. Which one's the second highest again? One moment. I'm gonna look this up real quick. U.S. second highest military award. I forgot its name off the top of my head. The Distinguished Service Cross. Yeah, we need to give that man the Distinguished Service Cross because I get that he's been dead for a while, but Chavez had it coming.
I forget how charming Swotor is. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what class do you roll in this time around? Just to go off topic real quick.
I rolled a Sith Inquisitor, the assassin sub 1.
Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the one we read before. The guy saying you hope the U.S. soldiers come back in body bags, and then Napoleon Bonaparte appreciator. You're not gonna like what the reality is. Hold on. Well, like, I get we obviously we did not nuke Venezuela, but I mean, we may as well have in terms of their military's morale after this. It's the Distinguished Service Cross, but there's two different ones, Army and Navy. Okay. I would not be surprised if the guy, the guy who would have done it probably would have been Navy. He probably launched off a carrier, He probably launched off a carrier, so yeah, it was probably a Navy F-35. I would imagine probably did it. I think we had B-2s, but I don't think they flew B-2s over Venezuela. There'd be no point. There'd be no point to bringing B-2s, not with the kind of mission we were doing. B-2s are more for, yeah, I want to put 10,000 pounds of JDAMs on this spot, and it wasn't that kind of thing. We did all surgical, all the strikes were surgical. Oh, here we go. So Millie, I want you to look at what the Jackson Hinkle in this screenshot said.
This man is fighting for your freedom. No, the fuck he isn't. Fuck, he's fighting for himself. He wants money.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Jackson Hinkle. This Jackson Hinkle, by the way, is described himself as a patriotic American communist. In case you've never heard of him. Yeah,
cringe.
He literally described himself as, I'm not making this up, an America First communist. He is a laughingstock among the American right. Like nobody takes this man seriously. But yeah, he had that to say about Maduro, and then Cab here, Soul of Cab. He's about to be fighting for his butthole in a federal prison in Florida.
Based.
And then on the 3rd, what did I know? Communist Hinkle, that guy's so fucking crazy. Yeah, real. I'll occasionally clown on him, but he's just a joke to everyone, honestly. Oh, here we go from a VTuber named Winters. There we go. We really need to do this more. Make this real. Air superiority apology form. to Western air superiority doctrine from blank date blank reason for behavior. The media convinced me bombing doesn't work. RT told me the S-300 can intercept everything. Elon told me drones can do the job of fighters. I don't know how planes work. I was jealous of Lockheed Martin. I don't know how conventional wars work. And lastly, I will hereby respect air superiority, and I will not talk down to the industrial component of Western war. Okay, I'm actually gonna take this time to shit on Elon Musk a little bit, which I know rare for me because I actually do respect the hell out of what he does for space travel and technology in that regard, which I think is really fucking important. His comments on the F-35 were so fucking stupid and uninformed that he basically what he said was AI can detect it. AI can visually detect it even if radar can't. You should just use drones. It's more cost effective and like. Okay, I'm a plug another streamer and YouTuber right now. Captain Slicerax on YouTube put out an absolutely brilliant video deconstructing everything Elon Musk had to say about the F-35 and how Musk didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I recommend you go check out his channel and watch it. Can't recommend his video on the Trump-class battleship, but I can absolutely recommend his one on the F-35 and just taking a big old dump on Musk's opinion on the F-35. The F-35 is actually a good plane, and if anybody told you otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. The futurist thinks new thing always trumps old thing. Yeah, real. That's just how that is. Like, drones are the new thing, so they're good. These are the same motherfuckers who, when the anti-tank guided missile was invented, decided that the Starship and the Starship and the what was the other one? It was trying to remember. It was when America tried to build a tank that had a gun that could fire ATGMs instead of shells because they thought, the tank shell is out of date. We're gonna have everything's gonna be just guided missiles from now on with no more black powder, gunpowder fired artillery on vehicles. And then that turned out to be not true. And the Starship was a piece of shit, and the Shillelagh missile was a piece of shit, and it could actually blow up in the barrel of the tank, which is very, very bad, I will point out. Gunfire, it was kind of funny because gun-fired ATGMs, which was the what the Starship was supposed to use and like be the new big thing in tank warfare. They've actually kind of come back, but as like a side option rather than a main armament. We're still just hucking tungsten darts at people, like we should be. To be fair to him, he has no info on it and has yet to test it on AI and just doesn't know it yet. I mean, yeah, that's true. It's like Musk is talking from a position of ignorance, but I believe for somebody in his position, if he's speaking from a position of ignorance, he shouldn't speak, because that just adds to the misinformation fire. Because there's a lot of misinformation about the F-35. And even as somebody who poo-pooed its development, I recognize today it is a damn good aircraft. If the F-22 is the deadliest thing on wings since the Cretaceous period, the F-35 is the second deadliest. The third deadliest being the F-15. The M60A2 Starship. Yeah, that was the one. Okay, but here we go. This one I just want you to listen to. That's
it's almost like people are happy that piece of shit dictator's getting out.
Yeah, this one isn't a meme. This is just something I think is worth sharing. Those are the cheers of Venezuelans. Like, they were partying in the street as the bombs were dropping. Like they knew what was happening. They knew Maduro was fucked. They were already partying and the bombs were dropping, F-15 goes zoom and says, fuck gravity. Yeah, exactly. It's like a greater than 1 thrust to mass ratio on that thing. The F-15 is fucking stupid. I love it. M551 Sheridan. Yeah, that was okay. That was the other one I was thinking of. The Sheridan. The Sheridan was the other one that I was thinking of. Yeah, the Sheridan and the Starship. They were both designed to fire gun-launched ATGMs. But yeah, that's the cheering of Venezuelans. Oh, here we go, Millie. You'll like this one. Let me zoom in. Third world dictatorship fans seeing two of their favorite countries go down in 1 week. The other one is Iran. There are currently protests in Iran trying to oust the government. There's a non-zero chance America may go in to help them. You know, just get rid of Iran's the Ayatollah, the Shalatoa, the Krakatoa, whatever they call the guy who leads Iran. I can't remember off the top of my head. As an American, I love the cheers of free people. Yeah, real. Something I actually saw Asmongold say that I think is rather true is he looked at what happened on the 3rd and he was like, there's no way that 20-year quagmire in the Middle East wasn't by design.
Quagmire?
Like stuck in the mud quagmire, not giggity goo quagmire. Ayatollah Asahola. All right, okay, yeah, it's Ayatollah. That's it, right? Because you know what made me remember? I was trying to think if I've heard the term before, and then I remembered fucking Mad Max the Road Warrior. You know, one of the many names of Lord Humongous, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. That was how I remember. Z and Putin's reaction to both dictators being ousted, screaming, and Ryan Gosling, God damn it, kicks the chair and starts crying. Right. And that was also a major source of their oil. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Oh, here's one you'll like, Millie. Rugged individualism, in quotes, American flag, delivering fuck around and find out to, quotes, the warmth of collectivism, and then the flag of Venezuela. Y'all ever hear ammunition cooking off? That's what you're hearing right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, that I want to say that is one of the Venezuelan anti-air sites that got the absolute shit bombed out of it before it even knew we were coming. The problem with the GWAT was we tried nation building because of the CIA fucking up everything and the government giving us shit roses because they didn't want another Desert Storm due to the stupidity. Yeah, that's true. Like we didn't want to end up having to go back in a couple of years, which I fully get, but we just ended up like, yeah. Okay, not this one. It's a footage of helicopters doing airstrikes on the targets. The White House phone is ringing. It's Denmark. Greenland is now for sale. Well, listen, maybe it's controversial of me to say I am actually with Trump on the Greenland thing because Greenland is an important interception position between America and Russia if shit goes down. So, yeah. Here we go. Sources in Venezuela opposition tell Sky News that tonight's operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife was part of a negotiated exit between Maduro and the United States, which I personally don't believe. I'll point out OSINT Defender also is a bit of a, he's got a bit of the TDS going on. But James Kirkpatrick's typing, I surrender, Senor Trump. Send in helicopters and bomb stuff at night. Wait, ay Dios mío, this isn't necessary. Blow up Travez's body, too. Why are your messages not showing up? Jesse, your messages are showing up.
Yeah, they're right there, I think.
Yeah, I saw you typing shit like asshola big meanie. Like I saw that. I've heard of the ridiculous ROEs during the GWAT era. Yeah, like I know the popular narrative is America lost that war. We didn't lose the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. We won them handily. The problem was the 20 years of nation building afterwards that didn't work. That wasn't the war. that wasn't the war, but it was still unnecessary, and we should not have been there. Like, I fully believe that. I like this. This is what do you call it? This is just this is Donald Trump's statement after the bombing, which was, United States of America successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuelan's leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Yeah, DEA was involved. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention on the matter, President Donald J. Trump. And this guy just posted this video. Just the most menacing bald eagle you can imagine. Yeah, that bald eagle's got him. I'm coming for that asshole, boy. Energy to him, like, holy shit. Here we go. Aetius on Aetius saying, "Sorry, Russia and China, it's ours," and it's the referencing the Monroe Doctrine and the classic quote. What is it? Speak softly but carry a big stick, from Theodore Roosevelt, the most based president we ever had. Which, I mean, I'm going to be honest, in terms of foreign policy, that's how Trump does his thing. We're not going to start your wars, but we're not going to start wars, but don't fuck with us. We will glass you. In the jaw sense. There we go. Inject this stuff straight into my veins.
That was loud.
That was loud, but you know what? I love military hardware, okay? Especially naval stuff. That's like my... Oh, you go, Sharky. My boy Sharky saying soon, and it's just, hold on, let me... A lot of people think Iran might be next. Man, poor Iraq, sandwiched between Iran and Israel, just can't catch a break. Here we go. Justin Maduro was captured by U.S. Delta Force units holding the military regime change, doing a military regime change operation in Venezuela. Just woke up, holy shit. The dinosaur's dad with a MAGA hat and spinning background, dropping his beer. Here we go. The Chinese guys in Venezuela right now. Oh man, I wonder what it was like for them. Fortune's sun intensifies. Yeah, broken. A lot of people think Iran might be next. Well, I'd hate to disappoint them. To be frank, Iran is primed to get hit by missiles. They can't even defend against Israel. I mean, yeah, remember when we bombed their nuclear facility, we sent B-2 Spirits in. They also didn't know it was happening until the Moabs started dropping. Oh no, here we go. Rock Solid posting the most obvious one. Something happened? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. As a nothing ever happens, Chud. Yeah, no, that was me. That was me when I saw the pings. That was me when I saw the pings. Glasses.
Something happened.
Something happened. Listen. I know for a lot of people on the American right, it's been a flip flop of chimp out or trust the plan. Like when things don't go right, like that we want it to happen. We chimp. When things are going the way we want, we trust the plan. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anybody, even on the right, was expecting. But they were expecting something to happen in Venezuela, obviously, but not 2 hours. Wow, that account was funny for once. Rock Solid's a funny guy. He's a funny dude. I genuinely think that the way people let him live in their head rent free is just, it's just funny to me. Oh, here we go. Napoleon Bonaparte appreciator once again. This is a picture of the SAM sites burning. So about that Russian air defense equipment, I'm just gonna say, Venezuela. I don't think they gave you a warranty on it. I think getting your Russian and Chinese air defense equipment bombed. I think that voids the warranty. I'm just saying. Well, what's this? Oh, here we go. If Trump really captured Maduro, I fully expect him to do this on camera with him, or he's a straight up liar. Yeah, it's the scene from Christmas Vacation where Eddie kidnaps. Shut up, phone, you're drunk. Where Eddie kidnaps his brother's boss. Maduro at Mar-a-Lago was not on my bingo card. So, yeah, who had Maduro at Mar-a-Lago? Oh wait, here's the classic. Here's the one we get every time a war breaks out. U.S. Oh, here we go. Look. U.S. bombs Venezuela. How many times have we seen this footage since Ukraine kicked off? For those who don't know, this is Arma 3. This is a video game. It's a very autistic milsim video game, but it is a video game. Yeah, it's kind of okay.
Arma's fun. Arma is fun though.
I've never actually played it. I kind of wanna.
I recommend it.
I might actually get it next time the Steam sale is up, you know. But so basically, a little context for the people who've been living under a rock or don't know their Twitter memes. When the war in Ukraine kicked off, people were posting footage from Arma. This particular bit of footage, especially, saying it was footage of NATO intervening on behalf of Ukraine, and it obviously wasn't, right? But this kicked off the meme of deliberately posting Arma footage and saying, this is from the war. This is happening right now. You know, and it's just become a post 2020, you know, wartime meme is to post this footage of Arma. There are 40K mods for it. That is exactly why it drew my attention, believe it or not. The 40K Arma mods. I've watched the Rubik's Raptor videos. That shit's fire. Here we go. And we have our first Arma 3 Venezuela footage at 45 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be a record. Yeah, no, 45 minutes is a new record. It took at least...
They were already doing Sam Hyde memes for the Venezuela stuff right now.
Yeah.
I already saw it.
Yeah, like it took at least like 3 days. Like when Ukraine kicked off, it took at least 3 days. You know, they had... And this popped up 45 minutes into the invasion for Venezuela. Oh, here we go. My bro Johan, Venezuela right now. The fucking Chud Jack just closing the blinds as the nuclear bomb goes off outside. Like, I'm trying to play video games. I'm not gonna lie. If the bomb did drop, that'd be me. Like, bro, I'm trying to play Warhammer right now. Fuck off. Well, there's a Captive Dreamer just saying holy Kino to the helicopter strikes. 0 media leaks, 0 American casualties, successful strikes, completely level primary airbase. Hugo Chavez, yeah, what's more of that? It's talking about bombing the, bombing the grave of Hugo Chavez. Oh, here we go. Here's Dankula. Here's Dankula. He says, and I quote, Trump, you complete fucking retard. I don't like foreign interventionist world policy CIA bullshit, and I'm not sorry. Based actually. You mean how Iraq and Libya were based, where the US took out the leaders, created an instant power vacuum, both places fell to complete shit, and one of them still to this day is open air slave markets. Yeah, look, look, listen. I get where Dankula's coming from with that, but this ain't it, Chief. You know, this is not that. This is not that by a mile. Hey mate, love the channel, but the gay libertarian takes gotta stop. You're right, it's good when they topple drug lords, even though that's literally every single South American country. But they just so happen to pick the anti-Israel and pro-Palestine BRICS member with a lot of oil. Guys, you're literally falling for it again. Oh my God. It's literally, he literally tries to argue the Jews.
Oh no.
Listen. Oh, okay, gotta scroll by that real quick. Cry harder. You know, people are clowning on him. Simmer down, Scotland. America, fuck yeah. The elites don't know this, but the foreign leaders in the park are free. You can just take them. I have 450 foreign leaders. Oh, here we go. You will do nothing, baby boy. Venezuela belongs to the U.S. Yeehaw. And a picture of Dankula saying, you will do nothing, baby boy. Ukraine belongs to us, Opa. And it's the flex and the Russian flag. Leave the communist dictatorship alone. It's called the Monroe Doctrine. Sucks to be a commie lover, don't it, Dankula? This person, based free rent, posting the what do you call it? The fix everything easily switch. I don't know if I want to hold on.
I'm not going to kill you, but your fatherless behavior is embarrassing us. Stop it.
Stop it.
Man, it must suck to have your own memes thrown right back at your face. Look. Well, here we go. Got what I voted for again. A meme. Here we go. I love this one. Apparently some lefty political cartoonist made this to dunk on Trump, and I'm sorry, it just makes him look awesome. It's a Trump version of that Monroe Doctrine political comic we saw earlier. That goes hard. It does go hard. Oh yeah, we're gonna play an audio clip here. Hold on.
Potentially in league with the cartels operating along our border. All of these actions were in gross violation of the core principles of American foreign policy, dating back more than 2 centuries, and not anymore. All the way back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine...
Call in the reinforcements.
But we've superseded it by a lot.
Wait, one sec, Raiders.
They now call it the Donroe Document. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Monroe Doctrine.
Listen, okay. I'm sorry for shushing you there, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Hey, Denzel, how you doing? Let me give you a shout out. Shout out. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. At least I didn't turn the stream off this time. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, shout out. Denzel underscore Jones. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hey, Atlas. Thank you for the raid too.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Double raid.
So Raiders from both Denzel and Atlas's streams. Atlas, I will shout you out in a minute. I just shouted out Denzel. It's on cooldown. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Marshall Beaumont. I'm a completely copyright safe Templar, Space Crusader, etc. And we're talking about the we're meme reviewing the war in Venezuela. Much of a war as it was, more like, you know, the 2-hour no diffing of Venezuela. Yeah, we're watching that right now. How you doing, Denzel and Atlas? How are your streams? If you got a dip, I totally get that. You know, go eat something, stretch your legs. You don't want to die of gamer's cramp. But yeah, if you're gonna you know, stick around, that we're meme reviewing right now. We'll have the Rizzler give 5 big booms to Venezuela. Oh my God. I don't know. People are just saying these things. They just call me it. They say that I'm the Chad and my opponents are the virgins. You're doing pretty good. Hey, good to hear, Atlas. One moment. Let me try and shout you out. What's the?
Sorry
Oh,
if I'm
40 seconds.
quiet. I'm playing SWOTOR, and the game has me in autism mode right now.
Yeah. Millie's doing SWOTOR things. Millie wanted to jump in because this is like Millie's family's from Honduras, which is like again basically across the street from Venezuela. So like yeah, this is in that part of the world.
Yeah, and I'm just tired of silly gringos just going, I'm so sorry for what's happening in Central America. This is a tragedy. And it's like, no, it isn't. It's a good day for fucking Venezuelans right now.
Oh, okay, one more from the Dankula thread before we move off. I'm staggered to find out a Latin American dictator was found in bed with his own wife. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's back out to the list. Oh, here we go. Here we go. From Sir Canham the sixth on Millie, peep the stream.
Holy shit!
I like that. That's good. That's good. And then I'm from this guy, just fucking Pepe. Pepe the first. Oh my god, I have no sympathy for Maduro. So listen, he may not have got thrown out of a helicopter, but if he had been, I would not have shed a tear. Here we go. Here's another. Okay, so for those who don't know, the Night Stalkers are like the guy our boys who went in to get Maduro. It's the guy with the he's got the Night Stalkers emblem shooped over him, and then he's got the guy with the VDV emblem shooped over him. Smells like bitch in here. Yeah, Night Stalker showing the VDV how to get it done. Well, we'd show the VDV how to get it done if any of them were still alive. You know, if they weren't still rotting just outside Kiev. All right, Atlas, I will try shouting you out now. The cooldown should be up. And there we go. Shout out to Atlas. Go follow Atlas. He's cool people. There's that one. There's let's see. Okay, this is U.S. captain of the Venezuelan president, and then Skull here says they should parade him through the streets of D.C. like some captured warlord out of Germany. They basically did that too, by the way. They had the big heavily guarded armored car protected, military escorted procession driving through the streets of New York to get Maduro to prison. Basically parading him like it was a Roman emperor with the captured Germanian warlord. I saw that like, man, we are so back right now. You have no idea. Currently saving up my Twitch revenue for a better CPU. That was what I was going through with my old PC with the what do you call it? With the my CPU was ancient. It was like literally holding back my ability to stream. At least I want you to know this, but the El Presidente of South America is free. You can just take him. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Reports indicate U.S. military. Yeah, okay, that's another. Okay. Reports indicate the U.S. military has begun an attack on Venezuela. The Socialist Party extends their solidarity to the Venezuelan people being subjected to Trump's terror campaign. Oppose U.S. imperialist aggression. Stop the bombing now. Stop the bombings. Yeah, it stopped 3 hours ago. The USA already won, lol. Well, Millie, I think we're getting closer to the people who are cheering for Maduro. And
God.
I want to know how long until Venezuela AK-103 kits start magically showing up. Listen. We need as somebody who likes guns. I will say we need to start getting AKs in the United States again. Oh, here we go. Franklin took the leader. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I love the AI generated Franklin the Turtle political memes. They're fucking great. This is fucking Franklin shoving Maduro into a fucking helicopter. and Franklin's wearing a fucking US military fatigues with the American flag. Stop the bombings. They say nothing about Russia throwing glide bombs at Ukraine. Well, I mean, listen, okay, Jesse, you gotta forgive them. They're going through the current thing. Ukraine isn't the current thing, so they're not thinking about Ukraine until it becomes the current thing again. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Millie. Here we go. Here's some of them. Captured him for what? What did he do?
Christ. I just saw it. Jesus Christ, man. What didn't he do at this point?
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to show the footage of armored vehicles that were part of the Maduro regime running over and squashing and killing protesters when he back when he refused to cede power. I'm not going to post that. You can find the footage out there. Not to mention the starvation, the disappearing of people, the killings, the other things I will not mention on stream because I don't want to lose my channels. But what did he do? What didn't he do? The man's a war criminal. He deserved to be ousted. Your CPU bottleneck currently, it's an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 type bottleneck. Ah, yes, it's an older processor. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna click on. So apparently it's fine now to kidnap another country's president. If reports are true, the U.S. just carried out strikes on foreign soil and removed a sitting head of state. No UN mandate, no international court, no global vote, just power. Call it national security if you want. Strip the language and it's still this one country deciding it can physically take the leader of another country. Imagine the outrage if anyone else did this. This isn't rules-based order. And once it's normalized, no country is sovereign, only tolerated. If this is accepted now, don't pretend to be shocked when the world gets far more dangerous. And then in reply to themselves, why is everyone okay with this? This is setting a terrible example for others. Now imagine other countries doing the same thing. I don't know, Masha Web 3. Maybe it's to do with the fact that the guy was, a warmonger, a dictator, a war criminal, was literally in the process of threatening his neighbors when this went down. I will remind people we had to set up Patriot missiles in fucking Trinidad because there was a chance Maduro was going to escalate to the point of attacking Trinidad. So, yeah. It's really funny to me that like these people who don't, it's like they don't read the news. They don't read the news. They don't see what's happening. They just have their entirely childish view of geopolitics and stick with that regardless of context. You can't give them context they can care about. Bitch, other countries did this same thing again. Russia's trying to get rid of Zelensky with an airborne raid. Well, I mean, that's the thing too. People are trying to compare America to Russia now with this. And it's like, the context is entirely different. Not only is the context different, but the way the operations were carried out was different. They're like, these two things are not the same. Oh, okay, here's another one. Millie, check the screen. It's everyone's favorite reaction GIF.
Fucking ISO speed.
And they call Putin a war criminal, he says. I'll point out this is India Warmonger, or India War Monitor. Hold on. From India. Okay, because I was shitting on Musk for the Elon Musk for the F-35 commentary, but now I'm going to pivot back around and praise him a little bit. Elon, if you're out there, thank you so much for this feature that shows us where people are from. Thank you so much. I love that feature.
It's so funny, man.
But yeah, no, it's like, also listen, if you disagree with anything I say and use an iShow speed GIF, I'm just assuming you just don't have a right to opinion because you're just too stupid to actually have one. Okay, here's another one. Is this even allowed? It's Mr. Bean looking all like confused. It's like, actually, yes, it is, because that's in our backyard. So He was pulling shit in America's backyard. Yeah, actually, that is allowed. We are allowed to defend our interests from foreign aggressors. That is allowed, actually. Especially when the guy is not a good person and treats his people like shit. Is this legal? And it's just like, yeah. Yeah, actually, yes, it is legal. Oh, by the way, I want to point out all like the UN and people bitching and moaning about international law. Like, I'm just going to say this to the United Nations. You literally have dictatorships running your women's rights group and your Security Council. So I don't want to fucking hear it from the United Nations. And if the United Nations wants to try and stop us, listen, we're happy to go blue hat hunting, okay? We're ready for... America's been ready for that shit. Not long after that feature came out, I got put on blast by some rando who thought I was pretending to be from the US. I've never tried to hide the fact from Australia. Yeah, they tried to turn it back on people for a while there, and it didn't last. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. You're not built for these joint multi-domain battle space operations, son. It's just a
Look,
pibble.
Shanka, it's a pibble.
It's just a pibble dressed up like a tier 1 operator. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back to that one and save it. Actually, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna save that one. I like that one, especially because I like military memes. They're fun. Oh, here we go. Nicolas Maduro when he came out of his bathroom at 12:03 a.m. Okay. I can only imagine they probably punched him, to get him to stop moving or something. Maybe. Like, they didn't shoot him, but all the same. Oh, from Kaguya's top gal, just
fucking mogging.
Just the Trump mog. Let's see, once again from Templar Pilled. Western communists spend months glazing Venezuela. Claim it will easily defeat evil capitalist West if something happens. U.S. military steps in. Issue resolved in under 24 hours. 0 American casualties. What the fuck is a kilometer? Real. America has no peers. That's firmly what I believe. Not even Russia and China. So apparently this is not in Venezuela. This is Venezuelan expatriates in Chile, but all the same. Just a lot of really happy Venezuelans. It's almost like they didn't like the guy. Oh, here we go. This one's good from Defiant L's. You know, for those who don't speak the language, Maduro is saying in the video, "Come for me, I am waiting for you, coward," to President Trump.
Then you're just asking for it. Yeah, at that point.
Meanwhile, in Carcass.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
engine. And listen. I'm not one to say they were asking for it. That motherfucker was asking for it at that point.
He was 100% asking for it, man.
Yeah, no, it's like, but they kidnapped me out of my home. Well, I don't know, but the way your political speech is sounding, you were asking for it. Okay, here we go. And the best video of the day goes to the dude who was celebrating the attack by doing little horses while in the background the United States was bombing Carcass. Venezuela is another world. Yeah, okay, watch this video. This is fucking wild. So yeah, in the background, the United States is bombing war targets in Carcass. Look at this dude. Look at this dude.
based.
What a fucking Chad. What a fucking Chad. Here we go. Here we go. This one's clowning on Russia. Assad gone, Maduro gone, Iran rising up, Russia still stuck in the trenches of Donbass after almost 4 years of total war, and it's just fucking a Putin, it's just a Putin monkey huffing Kopi. And it's what do you call it? Tsar's private reserve expired March of 1908. That just makes it funnier to me. Like legit Russia breaking out the World War II tanks. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Turn the volume up on this one. Maduro, because we will fight until the last Venezuelan. We will die defending the Bolivarian homeland. Maduro when Delta Force shows up. What do you got? Maduro when Delta Force shows up.
No, please don't kill me, please. No, I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. Please don't.
Real. Here we go. George Soros seeing Maduro get snatched out of his house by Delta Force in the middle of the night.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, Mr. Soros, I'm just saying, you better stop fucking with how we run our own country. You might be next. Check this out. Here's fortunate son in the distance. Realizes it's not distant.
Fortunate son is rapidly approaching your location.
Yeah, no, we need an edit of that meme. This person is rapidly decreasing number of miles from your house. It's just Delta Force. Here we go. Check this out on the screen, Millie. Hugo Chavez arrived to defend the dictatorship of Nicolas Maduro. Hugo Chavez has arrived to defend the dictatorship that Nicolas Maduro has in Venezuela. Okay, we saw that one already. That's how you do a helicopter. So we saw that. Oh, here we go. The GIF Johan posted. It's nothing ever happens. Kaboom. It's a nothing burger, you schizo. Yeah, like I said earlier, me and the other nothing ever happens chuds kind of something happened, yeah. And it was not a nothing burger. Here we go. Check out this edit of the Maduro again, unfortunately fake, but of the Maduro mugshot. Fucking Trump and a JD Vance me.
Christ. But historians are gonna struggle to figure out how JD Vance actually looked like.
Now, you think historians are gonna struggle? What about the poor aliens out there getting transmissions from Earth? They're gonna wonder about this grotesquely chubby, curly-haired entity that was apparently a figure of political power. And then when the AI memes hit them, it's just gonna get even worse, you know?
Oh yeah.
Bo, have you seen the one where the nothing ever happens? Chud is at the roulette and it lands on something. I have seen that one. I don't know. I don't know if I have that one favorited, but I will. If we do, before we get tired of looking through memes, we will see. Oh hey, it's everyone's favorite cockroach. Breaking news footage shows. Okay, it's the fucking, what do you call it? It's the the news of the bombs landing, of the bombs dropping and all that. Hasanabi on Twitter. Belligerent madman sitting on the throne of a dying empire, lashing out in every direction, putting the rest of the world into chaos and destruction. And Drew Pavlo says, the dying empire captured Maduro in 2 hours. Nice dying empire, Hassan. Sucks shit. Yeah, real. Because of course, fucking, Hassan comfortable in his, you know, mansion with his millions while he tells Americans, you know, they should live with less, is gonna simp for a fucking, you know, fascist Central American dictator who tortures and kills his own people.
I fucking hate Hassan so much, it's unreal, man.
No, same, seriously. I still loved him in Godzilla vs. Megalon. I still loved him in that, but, you know, yeah. He was, you know, he knocked the Megalon role out of the park. Yeah, the dead Russian VDV paratroopers from Hostomel are observing the successful 3-hour operation of the U.S. military from Hell photo in color. Oh, that's a NAFO meme. We don't like those. Fuck NAFO. Here we go. Maduro when he was having breakfast and saw from the window 7 Apache helicopters and 10 F-18s. Real. Legitimately, it's all crashing down around him. Okay, you're gonna like this one, Millie. Here we go. Check this out. From Kaguya's Top Gal. Leftists when an authoritarian dictatorship falls because they weren't heckin' racist.
Fucking kitty.
Okay, first of all, certified orange cat moment. Second of all, yeah, no, real. It's like, I really want to know what rewires there's another one in that regard. Hold on. Leftists when retarded kleptocrat dictators who do nothing but steal and murder their subjects get got. As this is just fucking, was it Night Owl I think it's Night Owl from Watchmen, falling to his knees yelling in anguish because he just saw Rorschach get blown up. Yeah, no, I really want to know what reprograms someone's mind to like call somebody who is not a dictator, but call somebody who is a dictator and not a dictator. Like, what level of brain rot are you on? Where, you know, left is right and right is left for you. Like, into like the directions, you know, or north is south and south is north and all that. Like, your brain just sees objective reality and can only see the opposite. Maybe I'm stupid, but I can't comprehend that mindset that's causing these people to defend Maduro and treat him like he's a good man and a good leader when he's not, but then turn around to people who are good men and are good leaders and just like, you're a dictator and a fascist and a Nazi and blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't get it. Ideological motivated willful ignorance of reality. It's like a form of self-destructive schizophrenia. Like almost, but then that's the thing too. There are unmedicated schizophrenics out there with a better grip on reality than some of these people. Like unironically. It's just American flag knocked on his door and kidnapped him. I'm crying, man. Oh, here we go. You'll like check this one out. Hugo Chavez update. It's just the giant crater It's just the giant crater national park out in Arizona. Oh man, that's gonna be the funniest shit for the rest of the year. Hugo Chavez's thing just getting bombed. Oh, they already got Maduro. This is Patrick Starfish saying, "God, I wasn't looking." That was me. Woke up and it was over. I missed the war. Like for a second there when I found out the war was over, it's like, did I do some Rip Van Winkle shit and sleep through like several months? Like, what was going on? Here we go. Good morning, Mr. Maduro. Maybe you didn't quite understand what the emperor meant when he said the drug trafficking will stop. Just Giga Chad in tactical gear. I feel like the Venezuelans have a full rights to make a UNESCO site out of that crater. Yeah, I support that. We should make a new shrine at the where the shrine of Hugo Chavez was, and just make it the this is where Hugo Chavez's corpse got blown the fuck up site. Oh, okay, no, we can't watch that. That's there's actual people dying in that footage, and I don't want to show that.
Oh no.
It's the people getting run over by, it's the people getting run over by Maduro's state police.
Ah.
Okay, here we go. This is a Lemmy meme again. Maduro waking up to six Delta Force, to six Deltas pointing guns at him, and chunks of Hugo Chavez flying outside the window. I didn't even know where he is.
I should actually play more for it. People are talking about like 14 stuff now, and I'm like, I should probably play that more, huh?
There we go. Here's Rock Solid again. This is this was the what do you call it, this was the Russian government condemning America's attack on Venezuela. Then Rock Solid says, Russian government accusing people of committing acts of armed aggression. Just SpongeBob, wanted maniac. Fuck off Russia. Fuck off Russia. Fuck off Putin. Chavez's wax doll right now. Fucking Sarah Connor getting nuked in Terminator.
You want to pinch my cheeks? The cheeks are off limits. They will kill you even.
Unironically, if you pinch Millie's cheeks, you just disintegrate. I've seen it happen. It was pretty horrifying, actually. Oh, here's Johan again. The president has a task for you, Commander. This is Nicolas Maduro, president of the country of Venezuela. We've cornered Maduro at his home. We need you to take a contingent of troops and deep strike into their capital and retrieve him. Good luck, Commander. Fucking command and conquer memes. Did you see what the dog shocker we all know and love to hate said about Venezuelans? No, no, Zug. I actually haven't what he said about Venezuelans in general. But I know he was defending Maduro. If you could summarize in a TOS friendly way, that'd be great. Because I kind of want to know what he said. I saw a Twitter post about someone saying that American money is worth as much as a Russian ruble. I need a drink of wine. Okay, yeah. The difference there is we count how much of a ruble is worth based off the dollar. So checkmate Russia. Here we go. Nicolas Maduro activates his anti-air artillery in defense of Venezuela. This is just a dude rattling off fucking fireworks one after another. That's okay. I'm gonna say this is inaccurate. They didn't even get to fire their anti-air defenses before they were down. Make sure to make it TOS friendly if that's even possible, seeing as Twitch doesn't even force it against Hassan. Okay, listen, I'm certain if I quoted him verbatim, I get banned for a month, and if he said it, he'd get a 1-day ban on the day he doesn't stream. So yeah. Russians on their 1,409th day of their special military operation watching this. I do feel sorry for the Russian troops. The Russian and the Ukrainian troops are being made to kill each other by a pair of tin pot dictators who keep fighting the war pretty much because they have more, they as leaders have more to gain from it than the people they're sacrificing. Basically, he called the Venezuelans celebrating Maduro's ousting cum rags. You think you have a link from It's a Gun? If you, hey, Zug, if you have the clip, link it. If you have the clip, link it. I want to see this. Twitch will suck Hassan until the day they all, yeah. The missile didn't even, wait. Apparently the anti-air response was like one man pad and that was it. The missile didn't even hit because it was an Igla, and the US has ECM for those on their entire fleet for years. Oh, yeah. For those who don't know your military stuff, the Igla is the Russian equivalent of the Stinger. Have you ever seen the Stinger? A man pad is a shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missile, like the Stinger. And the Igla is the Russian equivalent of the Stinger. And yeah, we know how to jam Iglas. They're basically useless against us. All right, let's click on this. Okay. I'm gonna warn y'all. If I get banned from Twitch for playing a Hassan clip, even though Twitch allowed Hassan to say it, I'll see y'all in a week. Y'all are cool. So just in case, I just wanted to get that out there.
And a lot of those Venezuelans, some of them are going to be in the chat today, are going to fucking talk like this is a fantastic moment and Trump is the great liberator. Bitch, he's saying you're a rapist, okay? I need you to understand this if you are a fucking Venezuelan expat. If you are a Venezuelan refugee living in the United States of America, understand something. He is saying you're a rapist, drug dealer that will get sent to fucking CCOT, okay? It doesn't matter whether you like Maduro or whether you hate the Chavistas or whatever the fuck, okay? He will use you like a pawn, okay? You're like a cum rag. That's it.
What? Okay, I'm gonna say this again before I comment. Twitch, you allowed Hassan to say that, so if you ban me for that, you have to ban Hassan too. Just letting you know.
Well, we're fucked. After that one, yeah, we're fucked.
But that said, okay, I mean, first of all, Hassan, I don't know how to tell you this. There's a significant difference from Venezuelan expats and people being shipped into America specifically to destabilize it by the Democratic Party. There's a difference between Venezuelan expats and people who are jumping the border specifically to exploit America but not become citizens. Venezuelan expats who came to America want to naturalize and become Americans. They're not giving up on their country, but they're not here to exploit the United States. And I don't know how to tell you this, but there is a difference that Trump is aware of, that ICE is aware of, that the Department of Homeland Security is aware of. And to call them cum rags is disgusting. And to equate them in the eyes of the American right to the people who come over to this country to exploit it and to destabilize it and to bring it down is also disgusting. And fuck you for equating them that way, Hassan. Fuck you. And that's all I'm going to say on that. All right, that's that image. Okay. Okay, enough heavy shit. Back to memes. There we go. Hey, losers, that's how you launch a special military operation. Just Delta Force T-posing on the VDV. Great. Oh, here we go. The President Trump has U.S. captured Maduro. Overthrow government speedrun any percent glitchless world record. Yeah, not real. And you know, this isn't being done at Games Done Quick, so we're allowed to have fun with it and make memes. Check this out from Wiggle Wiggle Vigil. U.S. Navy, U.S. Marine Corps F-35s and FA-18s about to XP farm the Venezuelan Air Force. The fucking is that Pepo? Is that Pepe? Pepo? Apustaya?
I think that's a Pepo.
at the fucking just with his fucking laptop, just rubbing his hands with an evil grin. I love that shit. That Pepe, Peepo, and all those have been like, just I love those fucking memes. Okay, here we go. I might actually get the video taken down for this one because this is a licensed scene from an anime. But here we go. Let me oh, okay. Let me zoom this in, and let me zoom this in. Fucking zoom in. I ask so little of you. Okay, the post is what the kid from Rappy saw when he went out to make deliveries that night through Carcass. Imagine being a DoorDash driver out there that night. Shit must have been rough. Counter argument, Trump was just smurfing on StarCraft. I mean, yeah, real. Okay, you get the idea. For those wondering what that clip is from, it's from oh fuck, I forget. Okay, it's a sci-fi anime short film compilation. I forget the name off the top of my head. I'm gonna look up the name real quick. The short is called Stink Bomb. One moment, but I forget the name of the Memories. It's called Memories. It's like a compilation of sci-fi anime short films, and the clip this is from the short on that called Stink Bomb. It is a hilarious story. I won't spoil what it's about. It really is to be watched to be believed. But yeah, no, it's an actually hilarious anime short film from the compilation called Memories. Oh, here we go. This is a more Venezuelan celebrating. Venezuela, and the entire Twitter community. Just watch this shit. Just watch this shit. So you've got in the background, you've just got military targets burning. Listen, Venezuelans out there, expatriates, and people still at home, y'all got an energy that I respect the hell out of, okay? The bombs were dropping, y'all were out there with the instruments and the Elmo costume, just partying. Like, y'all people are great. I just want you to know that. It's surreal. I mean, listen, man, when the guy who has oppressed you for so long is getting the shit bombed out of him, you just all the fucks are gone. You know, all the fucks are gone. You're just happy to see this motherfucker getting his, you know, it is literally, you get what you fucking deserve, you know, like from the Jonkler, you know, it is just that. It is just that, but it is an entire country saying that. I feel like I know what my parents felt when they were watching the footage of the Berlin Wall coming down. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good comparison. It's actually a pretty good comparison. I forget how long the Berlin Wall was up, but yeah, just like, it's like that moment where just, you know the hard times are going to end. Here we go. This is okay, from Mammut, Dolph Shinbajans. If you're watching this for some reason, I've never known how to pronounce your damn name. I just call you Dolph. Dolph. It's the Russian statement of the U.S. committed to, the Russia condemning the strikes. It's a picture of Jeffrey Epstein. I hate pedophiles.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Yeah, I love this one from mostly peaceful memes posted in the aftermath. You can just do things. And here we go. This is in the Venezuelan defense chief says, "We will not surrender."
We?
Yeah, listen, I don't know how to tell the Venezuelan military defense force, whatever they got over there. You're on your own. You're on your own with this one, buddy. Here we go. Considering Avatar's been topical, this is a great one. This is the GIF of Colonel Quart saying, "Venezuela, that was some mean bush." Time to get time start clipping from my stream while watching you. Hey, good luck with that, Atlas. Hope you enjoy being high. Press X to doubt. Yeah, no, seriously. Well, listen, I love how when this kicked off and people remembered this line from Avatar, Venezuela, that was some mean bush. People were like, "Are we in the Avatar timeline? Is this the war that Jake Sully lost his legs in?" Here we go. Now I don't think anything will happen in 2026. It'll be a quiet year. Venezuela just 3 days into 2026. Oh, that's probably licensed music. I can't play that. But yeah, you get the idea.
All right, I might hop off and focus on SWOTOR a little bit. I'm getting a little overstimmed.
Oh, no, I get that. I get that. All right. I'll just do this. I'll just show you. We'll just show this one more. Okay.
Yeah.
Just look at the screen. My caucus, my dune. Oh man, that's
what a boogaloo timeline we're living in.
Right. All right, Big Slime 360. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Glad to have you aboard. Venezuelans woke lefties spare us your pity. Yeah, really. You are pitying them for the wrong reasons. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna end that part of the stream. Then I'm gonna come back to. I'm gonna close this. Where's my this? There's my this. All right. Right. So yeah. So Millie, if you're gonna be heading out, then I'm just gonna say thank you for coming.
Of course.
I'm going to shout you out.
I raid every once in a blue, maybe. Not raid. I stream once in a blue, maybe every now and then.
Is it Androgeneco VT or just Androgeneco?
It is a just Androgeneco on the Twitch.
There we go. Yeah, go give Millie a follow. She streams on occasion. Millie, thank you for coming. Thank you for laughing along with me to Maduro's misfortune and the weirdos in America who, for some reason, are simping for a dictator.
Yeah, people are weird. I mean, at least I'm honest in liking crazy people, but I also acknowledge they're fucking crazy and dumb.
Yeah. Yep. Well, all the same, they are at least fun to laugh at, and I will also save that Pibble meme now.
Pibble.
Because trust me, I can get some use out of a tactical Pibble. There we go. Into the.
You gotta crop them out. You gotta crop them out.
Oh, crop him out. Should I use him for a fucking
like thumbnails and stuff?
Oh, for a Fugi. Should use him for a Fugi.
Oh, you're so right. Tactical. You should give that to Chanka. He would love it. Tactical Pibble.
You know what? I should give him the I should cut out the tactical Pibble and send it to you to use on Fugi, Chanka, or at the very least use for a Discord profile pic.
Yeah, give him. Yeah, he will take it. He literally says he will take the tactical Pibble.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun getting rid of all these bookmarks. For the next
next 5 years.
Well, I would say for the next hold on. Because the next time I do a live from the bridge, I will probably need to bookmark other things, and I need to get rid of all these bookmarks, and there are a lot of them. You know what Twitter needs? Just a mass bookmark purge button, and this is mostly for the people who are deathly afraid that Elon is going to make your bookmarks visible.
he if my bookmarks became visible, all you're gonna find is really, really, really weird and niche porn, and I don't think anyone's ready for that.
No, I think plenty of people are ready for it. They just wouldn't admit it.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Twitter's full of freaks.
Yeah. Listen, I know. I'm one of them.
Me too.
Yeah, like listen. I get there's probably people who follow me because I'm like, because I'm, a Catholic and all that, but at the same time, I do not adhere to I do not adhere to the trad cath way of doing things.
Yeah, he's not a trad cath. He's a freak cath.
Well, I was thinking more in the sense of the people who like they claim to be Catholics, but they don't really act anything like them. Like anything about how Catholic doctrine says you should act, and like the very like, the very militant kind of, I'm just using it as a smoke screen for my own hangups. There are definitely people who front as being a traditional Catholic, and they've just got a porn addiction.
I'm trying to find out what my latest bookmark was, because that will be very that will say everything. Hold on. Because I need to figure that out. Hold on 1 second, because I need people to know. How do I check my bookmarks?
Yeah, go to your bookmarks. It's on.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so N-word meme immediately. That's immediate from Rock Solid. Fujimoto-san, and yeah. That's just armpit chubby girl. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like you.
That's right up my alley.
But you're not like one of my mutuals. I will say, you're not like one of my mutuals on Twitter who's just always open about the fact that he's into armpits.
I mean, I'm into armpits as well. I just don't make that public knowledge usually 99% of the time. I'm just making it public knowledge right now just to prove I'm a fucking freak.
Yeah, I'm firmly on board with the that shit's my business, and I don't need to show it to anyone else. They don't need to see it. Except when I comment under some femboy post, that's become kind of a meme among people who follow me.
Yeah, like wasn't it like a meme? Armpit gang rise up. You're so right, Gaben. You're so fucking right. Armpit gang rise up.
Yeah, no, it's like there's one out there. It's like shows the bottom half of some like femboy art post, and then it's like right above the bottom of the image is Marshall Bowen. Like, it's like the memes where, it's some like comment about like horses or something, and then suddenly Vouch's name fades in. It's like that.
Fucking Vouch. All right. We're gonna keep getting fucking like sidetracked by corn and also armpiticons, right? I just started a movement in your chat, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you know what, Millie, you're one of the homies, so like I'll allow it.
Any other time, you would all be smited. You're just saying that for the memes. Okay, that's fair too.
Oh,
I mean, also my bookmark is also probably full of latex stuff. Like that's also, yeah. Yep. There it is.
Okay, I realize I'm live, but I gotta retweet this motherfucker. I post in response to some meme about like it's like an AI voice meme about like space, and it's like it's like an anti-AI meme using an AI voice. I mean, because of course it was like, can a human spot where Earth is from anywhere in the cosmos? And then it goes on to find Earth through cosmic landmarks in the through the vastness of space. We're talking like galactic superclusters and shit. And then at the end of the video, it does that it does that Reddit is hell pale blue dot shit, and then talk about, and that's our world, the world we're destroying. And I say, shame it devolved into Reddit at the end. And this person responds, swear to God, cry, you are not escaping the consequences. The consequences of what? Calling a meme Reddit?
What did he mean? Wait, hold on. Cry, you cannot escape the consequences. I'm not gonna lie, that's a hard-ass quote to just say to somebody randomly. It's kind of hard, you gotta admit.
I mean, like, in a vacuum, sure, but in the context, like, what fucking consequences?
Yeah, and like just randomly walking up to somebody and just telling them that, like, that goes hard, and that's foreboding. Like, you'd be scared as a person.
Okay, my entirely frank and objective response. Bitch, you have bitch, you suffer existential panic when the DoorDash driver is getting close. Sit the fuck down.
No, you gotta be esoteric at them back. You just gotta type in "you suffer," period, and that's all you need.
There we go. My entirely reasonable, the entirely reasonable response. Bitch, you suffer existential panic when the DoorDash driver is getting close. Sit the fuck down. Like, and that's always funny to me. The people who are just like that, they try to talk all hard and shit to you, and they're the kind of person who just like, yeah, no, they order DoorDash, and when the driver is getting close, their heart just starts going at 1,000 miles an hour, and they start to freak out, like, because they have to interact with a human being. Like, you can't interact.
My heart. I was gonna say, my heart only speeds up when the DoorDash driver gets close because I get excited for the food.
You know what? Real. Oh, hey, no. Oh, hey, Millie. I just thought you want to know this. You're gonna need to run DLSS to make Resident Evil Requiem run decently.
Oh no.
Yeah, it can apparently only get like 58 frames per second without DLSS.
58. It's not too bad. I'm not like the stickler for frames. If it runs at least like 50 something, that's fine for me. I start getting finicky with frames once it starts dipping below 50, though.
Yeah. Oh, here. Oh, okay. Just as I was on Twitter, one more for the road. Okay, one more for the road. Hold on. Should still be up on the. There it is. Like
if your Twitter, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Now it came up.
Some Canadians saying, "Congrats, America. We all hate you now." I feel bad for you. I don't think about you at all.
Yeah, 60 frames is all I ever need. Like, I don't know. I'm not like a crazy person who's like, I need 120 frames. I don't care. Just give me 60 and we're good.
When I play games, I tend to lock them at 60 because, yeah.
I locked them at 60 as well. That's all I need. Honestly, like I can run games on ultra at this point. I just choose to run them on like high or something because I just don't care for the. I care mainly for the gameplay. I'm not looking for like the greatest graphics.
Yeah, if it can run at a stable 60, then I am totally fine with that. All right, let's close that out. So that was pretty much the planned topic, but one moment, because there's something I want to bring up.
That the 4,000 fake AI frames.
Listen, I have never seen frame gen look good. It looks gross, and actually makes games harder to run for me. Like I can run a game doing like 200 FPS completely natural. turn on frame gen and it just like shits the bed instantly. I fucking hate it.
Also, before we end off, I have one plea to all game devs in the world and all future game devs.
Mm-hmm.
Please just don't even add motion blur to your fucking video game. Just don't even have that. Just don't.
Yeah, just don't bother.
Just don't. No one likes motion blur.
No one likes it. It looks gross. Just fuck me, you know? Just don't. Just don't. But okay, so Millie, you were gonna be packing off?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably play Swoltor for like another 20 minutes and then go look at furry art, quotations art.
Alrighty. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna put something else on that was brought to my attention earlier today. That would be a video by Janovich. For those who don't know who Janovich is, he was a big time Warhammer 40K fan. And he was doing like a Deathcore of Krieg themed fan film. And Games Workshop forced him to quit and delete his work. So he has completely given up on Warhammer, and apparently his fans were telling him to try Trench Crusade. So he looked into Trench Crusade and he put together the best 12-minute takedown of Trench Crusade possible. And we're going to watch that now. So yeah, we're going to move over to that topic now.
And I will see you all eventually. I think Thursday we have the funny Night Rain stream, yeah?
Yeah, we're jumping back into Night Rain.
Good fucking game, by the way. Night Rain's actually fun. I don't know why we dropped that one.
Our hyperfixation's focused elsewhere.
You know what? Yeah, we're all autistic. Even though you're not diagnosed, I'm pretty sure you're autistic, man. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, it's like the hat says, I'm not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure.
I got diagnosed in 2024, and I've been happier ever since.
Yeah.
Even though it was very obvious I was very autistic.
Yeah, I brought it up to my doctor, and he's like, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that." It's like, well, maybe I do. You always tell me I don't need to worry about the things I worry about, and then trying to make me worry about things that aren't problems. I'm not a fan of my doctor. I don't like that guy.
Honestly, just finding out whether or not you're autistic is just really nice because now you actually have an explanation for some of your habits and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at my diagnosis.
Adios, Millie. Thanks for letting me pat your head, says Super
Of
Jesse.
Of course, yes. The head pats are always welcome. Just don't poke my eyeball out. I need that for various plans.
Real quick before we go. There we go. Okay. Well, Millie, I will catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you Thursday, actually.
Of course. Oh, obviously, we're going to be DMing each other still and shit posting all the time in the group chat. But yes,
yeah,
we will be in voice again Thursday. Yes.
Yep. I will see you. I will see you here again Thursday stream, and hope you have a good evening.
Yep. Goodbye. I'm going to make a screech now.
The noises that come out of her mouth are frightening. But okay, so with that out of the way, this was brought to my attention. So Janovich was told to get into Trench Crusade because he was no longer part of Warhammer. He was no longer a fan of Warhammer. He completely quit Warhammer, and he looked into Trench Crusade, and this is probably the best deep dive on everything wrong with Trench Crusade. So we're gonna watch that now.
For almost a full year now, I've been getting a lot of comments about Trench Crusade under my videos. Especially since I've announced that I will be no longer making content for Warhammer, there have been so many comments telling me to start making content for Trench Crusade instead. I'm talking well into the hundreds of comments now. And given how much overlap there is between the Warhammer and Trench Crusade community, and because I'm interested in Grimdark, World War I and the Middle Ages, people assume
you probably should have gone to Conflict 48. You know what? Real.
These things that it's a perfect fit for my channel, and they're not entirely wrong. But there are some massive issues with Trench Crusade, and because such a massive part of my audience keeps asking me about it, I feel I now owe them an explanation for why I've chosen to stay away from Trench Crusade. As most of you will know, there was some political drama about Trench Crusade, but this video is not about that and I really couldn't care less.
Let's carry on. There's lots of other mistakes to do.
For me, Trench Crusade personally didn't appeal.
I will say being dismissive of the political issues with Trench Crusade is absolutely a mistake on his part, but it's, I also can't force him to care. So yeah.
Because although I do like World War One and Middle Ages, I don't like the mix, and also it includes stuff like fighter jets and other World War II influences that kinda ruined the World War One vibe for me anyway, but I was at least open to giving them a chance. What this video is actually about is their Kickstarter, which turned out to be a massive rabbit hole. If you look at the Kickstarter comments, it's just an endless stream of people asking when their stuff will be delivered. I think there's literally now thousands of comments like this. This was made worse by the printing company that they are working with.
It's been about a year, by the way, and people still haven't got their stuff.
Or just straight up missing large chunks of their order. The Trench Crusade devs.
Yeah. Let's backtrack a bit. These were the minis people got. Look at that god-awful quality. Or just giant chunks of the mini missing. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Straight up missing large chunks of their order. The Trench Crusade devs have been making tons of excuses and repeatedly making statements like, oh yeah, everything will be fixed end of the month, yada yada, several times in a row. They then started shifting the blame towards the printing partner, who apparently had half their print farm out of action, so that was kinda weird to me. So at that point, I was kinda looking into how it was possible that a $3 million Kickstarter could fail in such a spectacular way, and started looking at their miniatures in more details. And that's when I found out that many...
Okay, so he's about to go into a lot of really technical stuff about 3D printing here, but it's actually stuff I didn't know. And stuff I didn't know were actually a problem with the Trench Crusade minis. So, yeah, I didn't know any of this. This was actually really educational for me to learn.
Of their miniatures had extremely bad pre-supports. So yeah, it is no wonder that their printing partner has having such big issues making the deliveries when so many of their models will have failed prints just from being poorly designed. And this is exactly what many people complained about, receiving models with missing arms and stuff. I was able to do extensive research because someone gave me access to all of the miniatures from the Kickstarter. I put these in the slicer software and then put them through a software called UV Tools, which will let you know exactly how many unsupported islands there are. And I can indeed confirm that many of the miniatures have really bad pre-supports. The Trench Crusade devs claim that the reported models, they have a list, had been fixed. So I double checked this by buying a few samples of this list from their My Mini Factory page, which should have been the updated ones, and compare those to the models that I already had. So yeah, while I can say that some of the issues have been fixed, a lot of the issues still remain. The person who apparently fixed the pre-supports has not been thorough enough, and still there remain a lot of unsupported islands, even in the models they claim have been fixed.
So they fixed the models, but didn't fix them. The models have a giant, basically they just got, they're called islands. They're like, they're like sections of resin support off the main foundation, and those are incredibly unstable.
Even worse, a lot of the models also still have resin traps, which, if you don't know what that is, are holes inside of the 3D model where liquid resin gets trapped, and eventually the resin fumes build up, and even months later this can literally break open the model. So even if you've already painted the model and are playing with them, they can suddenly break open at any moment and spill toxic liquid resin all over the table, your hands, or your storage case, which is...
Yeah, so on top of the fact that the miniatures are uncured, they've got these hollow spaces in them full of liquid resin that are just waiting to build up enough fumes to explode. Like crack open the mini and then leak toxic chemicals all over you.
Just really bad. So this is all extremely amateuristic, especially considering how easy it is to fix these things. And for a $3 million Kickstarter, people are going to assume things are done properly, when in fact they are not.
Somebody with some common sense would probably stop us, but there was nobody with common sense with the team, so we did it anyway. Like Iron Man says, not a great plan.
These models
Yeah,
were
I
still
noticed. It's
actively
not a
being
great
sold
plan.
from their stores and being shipped out to Kickstarter backers. So I reached out to one of their devs and politely informed them about the seriousness of this issue. So obviously he told me that they had already fixed a lot of the models, which I replied with in no uncertain terms, and I quote from the message I sent him. I have double checked several models recently purchased from my manufactory that have these issues. Even miniatures that were on the list claimed as fixed still have issues. For example, Human Body 4 was claimed as fixed, but the second largest resin trap still remains, as well as unsupported islands. This is really not just a matter of report it and we'll fix it. The entire range need to be double checked by the developers. Otherwise, people are going to be sent out models with resin traps and files that are not properly supported. I also informed them that if they did fix this, I would retract my community warning. He claimed that he would get it sorted this week, but I have never heard from them again, nor do we have any reason to believe they have actually fixed anything. But
Yeah, $3 million and they couldn't get a professional to give their models a once over before sending it to the manufacturer. Pathetic. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's like they claim to be professionals, like industry veterans. And they're letting this shit slide. This is, I shouldn't have to tell you how toxic liquid resin is. To the fumes or getting it on you or in you, which is worse, yeah, I shouldn't have to point out how bad that is. And the fact that they're sending people these literally ticking time bombs full of liquid resin building up fumes, just waiting to break open and leak that shit everywhere, all over your table, your display case, your storage case, yeah. And that shit don't come off easy either. It's a harsh chemical.
it's not only their resin range that has problems, because when I looked at their FDM printed terrain, I was actually shocked by how it was designed, because nobody who actually knows anything about FDM printing would support and print a model like they showed. They even published a tutorial how to remove the supports from the terrain, which leaves the bottom of the sandbags with this incredibly rough spaghetti texture, which is just completely brain dead, considering these parts would not need any supports in the first place if they had been designed correctly.
In a grim, dark world, sculpted by James Sheriff and some of the greatest creative minds in wargaming.
At this point, I was just thoroughly convinced that despite their Kickstarter claiming they have industry veterans joining them, that either nobody knew what they were doing or they simply did not care. Whichever is the case, it remains that the quality control of this project is absolute trash.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I think it's a combination of both. Just because you're an industry veteran doesn't mean you know what you're doing. Especially considering a lot of the industry veterans working on French Crusade came from Games Workshop, you know, a company not exactly well known for the skill of its veterans. Like, Games Workshop has some absolute winners working for it. And also some of the biggest losers in the industry who are literally only still working there because of nepotism. So, yeah. And, you know, and just because they might know one part of the industry doesn't mean they know all the parts of the industry that are needed to, you know, run a business, design minis, produce minis, etc. Because very obviously they didn't know what the fuck they were doing when designing the minis because, again, bad supports and resin traps. Not familiar with the hazards of liquid resin, but I have worked with fiberglass before, and that's just nasty. So I can imagine resin is not fun when it gets somewhere it's not supposed to. Yeah. Okay, so liquid resin can cause chemical burns. The fumes are toxic, and both both the fumes and contact with the, if resin gets in you, it's poisonous. And also, what do you call it? Inhaling resin fumes are highly carcinogenic. So you can get cancer from it. So yeah, you don't want to be exposed to liquid resin. That is really, really bad.
And by the point I'm making this video, it's several months later and there are still people who have not received their Kickstarter rewards, and the comments with issues like these keep streaming in like before.
While we are focusing ourselves on the Kickstarter, we want there to be new Trench Crusade stuff, because if we paid our attention purely on a new product, instead of making sure that the backers get their stuff as quickly as possible, that would slow it down.
This did not stop the devs from going on to develop a kit of plastic miniatures that they have already sent out to various influencer miniature channels and is being sold before many of the supporters have received the stuff that has been promised to them.
By the way, I want to point this out. I want to highlight these channels you see real quick. Tabletop Minions, Trench Titans, Metters Miniatures is another one cut off there. I don't know what the one above Tabletop Minions is. And I will go on to say, any tabletop related channel that shills Trench Crusade like this is willfully misleading and stealing from people. Any Twitter account that shills Trench Crusade and is not reporting this is willfully stealing from people, willfully misleading. Like that's it. That's it. It's that simple. You are actively pushing a defective product onto people, and that is incredibly scummy of you. And honestly, you deserve to have your YouTube channel taken down because of it.
And is being sold before many of the supporters have received the stuff that has been promised to them.
I was a poor kid in Finland once who really wanted to play war games. Not a cheap hobby normally. And I thought, I don't want to build a game that is a walled garden for all.
I want to point out that includes mini wargaming for talking to this guy. You're on that shit list too.
For rich people. And of course, in order for them to play, we had no miniatures. So we just said that you can now and forever use whatever miniatures you want.
To pour salt on the wound, Trench Crusade, despite very explicit earlier promises during the Kickstarter campaign,
this is what Arch covered in his video on it,
and cherish that community, then announced that they will no longer be going forward with 3D printing STL files and will exclusively release plastic miniatures going forward, which are then also sold at Games Workshop pricing. So anyone who supported the Kickstarter with the idea that Trench Crusade would continue releasing STL files has basically been lied to. I've seen people defending this by saying it's a company and moving to plastics is the only way to ensure their profits. But this doesn't really make sense. Either the 3D printing community is large enough to support them and continue making profits selling STL files, or the 3D printing community is so small that it wouldn't impact their plastic sales anyway. They cannot have it both ways. And
yeah, exactly.
We all know that it goes against what they have promised.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't have both. Either the 3D printing doesn't impact you enough to be a problem, and thus you can let it exist, or you need to sell you need to sell the 3D prints to augment your profit. You don't get to decide one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too in this scenario. You either can or cannot support both. You cannot make a promise to support 3D printing and miniature agnosticism and then pivot, issue DMCA takedowns against 3D printers while also saying you need to buy the official $50 mini pack that has worse dollar value to it than an equivalent Games Workshop kit.
Meanwhile, the long-awaited community license that they promised, which would outline ways for individual sculptors to sell their own Trench Crusade compatible models, has not been released yet. What makes this even worse is that they are now also working with an AI copyright enforcement company called Brand Shield
Yeah.
Very
This is
same one that
the
Games
brand
Workshop is
shield
also
thing from
working
Arch's
with.
video.
It has been copyright striking a lot of sculptors for Trench Crusade minis for selling their models with terms like compatible with Trench Crusade, which I think is absolutely atrocious.
We are never going to give up on those principles.
I wish it all stopped there, but that's not all. The
Never gonna
rulebook
give up on
has
the
been delayed
principles.
a long
Already
time
did.
because the developers claimed that they wanted to absolutely make sure that it was perfect before being shipped out. In itself, that is fine. I bet a lot of people prefer to wait as long as the product is good. But the version they eventually did send out contained errors, so there had to be a day one errata addressing multiple issues, and also it is by the developer's own admission already outdated the moment it arrived, because they updated the rules already. And the boxes that they shipped it in had no padding, so a lot of people's rulebooks now arrived with severe damage. So imagine you are one of these Kickstarter supporters. You will spend several hundreds of euros on the campaign because it looked promising, because it had a lot of industry veterans working on it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, you've been patiently waiting like a year.
Well, basically
for
everything
your
went
rewards,
wrong.
only
Like,
for
that's
many
simple.
miniatures to arrive damaged and some not to arrive at all. When you contact the Trench Crusade developers about this, they tell you to contact their printing partner, who is already overloaded with emails and barely gives you any updates, so you have no idea when the rest of the models will arrive, or if they will even arrive at all. Meanwhile, the YouTube influencers have already been showcasing the plastic miniatures that they have received for free, and you have nothing. Maybe you have a 3D printer and were supporting the campaign so you can 3D print your armies. But now you got rug pulled because going forward Trench Crusade will only release plastic models at high retail prices, locking you with your 3D printer out of any future armies added to the setting. So instead you look to third-party sculptors, only to find several of them have been copyright struck and have their stores taken down for making miniatures that are compatible with Trench Crusade, and the license that would allow sculptors to do that has still not been published. Then after long delays, the rulebook finally arrives. It arrived damaged, it contains errors, and is already outdated. The moment you have them on the gaming table ready for your very first battle of Trench Crusade, one of them cracks and spills toxic liquid resin over your gaming table and wastes the many hours you've spent painting it. And you have no way to know which models is at risk and when it could happen. All of this before many of the original Kickstarter supporters even had a chance to play the game to begin with. And to top it all off, Trench Crusade does not offer any refunds to the people who've had any of this happen to them.
Yep, all that, and they refuse to give you a refund. Like I knew about a lot of this already, except for the resin trap thing, like the actual mechanical flaws with the the actual mechanical flaws with the with the 3D printing models. I didn't know what the actual mechanical flaws were. I knew about the resin. Freudian auto subtitles. I'm not going to comment on that, Pip, but I noticed it too. But yeah, like I knew the minis were coming in like uncured and broken. I didn't know why. I actually learned that from this video. But this is just everything that's wrong with Trench Crusade, outside all the weird political cringe of, and trying to get, air quotes, gatekeep the chuds,
So yeah, I think all of this is extremely bad. And they've basically speedrun from what is initially meant to be an indie team making a fun tabletop with their own community into a full-blown greedy corporation willing to screw over the people who supported them. This is not just a matter of making a mistake here and there. It seems that at every turn the Trench Crusade devs make the wrong decision. Whether that means choosing a bad production partner or going back on their initial promises. One way or another, the people who've helped make this Kickstarter a success are paying the price. As unfortunate as it is, I think by this point, the developers no longer deserve the benefit of the doubt, and they need to set things right immediately. The first step in this is offering refunds.
They need to offer refunds. It's that simple.
Eventually arrive, but actually giving people who no longer want to support this their money back. The second step is to stop erroneously copyright striking sculptors, especially with automated AI tools, at least until the third-party license that has been promised officially is released, so people know what is allowed and what to avoid.
Okay, that's the whole video. I just want to point out. How yeah, nah, like you know what? I put out a video a while back I called Trench Crusade is doomed. Oh boy, did I call that one. Are those not Bane blades in the background of that art? Like in the lore of the game, like there's a ton of like technological advancements that happened a lot quicker because mankind has been fighting demons for like 900 years. The whole setting is a mess too. The lore is bad, etc., etc. It is. I don't recommend Trench Crusade. And I really got to thank Janovich for lining up all that information in an easily digestible video, because that's actually something I think is needed. Because I personally did not have the all the information. And you know, that video lines it up really well. Trench Crusade has less justified anachronisms than Final Fantasy, and that's fucking saying something. Hey, Philosopher, how you doing? How you doing? Alrighty, alright. Oh, man. Where are my land ships, my biplanes, my bolt-action rifles, and poison gas? Okay, listen, Chud. You're asking for way too much for these developers. They're a small indie company with a $3 million budget. That was sarcasm, by the way. One moment, everyone. All right, you know what? I'm gonna actually call the stream there, bring it to an end. I just wanted to watch that bit with the Trench Crusade thing to, you know, get y'all exposed to that, because again, it's some vital information, and I don't mind signal boosting Janovich. He's cool. But yeah. I'm gonna call the stream there. I'm gonna send y'all to watch Operator Grizz. So you know, he's playing Escape from Tarkov right now. So yeah, I will catch you all potentially tomorrow, definitely Thursday. Thursday at 7 will be Night Rain. If I stream tomorrow, I don't know what, but we'll find out when I do it. You'll be warned ahead of time on my Discord server. So yeah, hope you all have a good evening. Take care, everyone, and yeah, later.